And welcome to our campaign number 2. This is the first episode of the Machina campaign that will entail the beginning of one of our 2 stories for this special story. Welcome to the Tales of Diademia. I am your host, Stax. Come join us for some fun. I know I will. And there's the lovely people. Welcome. We're going to get started here shortly, and hope you all stop by. But there we go. With us today is our friendly neighborhood Paul, FNH, as well as Ardris and Davian. It's going to be a pretty long stream, at least I hope. But yeah, you guys are good to unmute if you are still at your computers.
Oh,
how's it going?
Oh, another day in paradise, my man. Sorry, I'm gonna let everyone know I do have pizza in the oven, so I will need to run away briefly here in about 18 minutes.
In about 18 minutes.
Just about.
Hello, my fellow gamers.
I have to figure out which one, because y'all's images keep switching depending on if there's audio or not. So like the map will show up as one of them every once in a while, which I don't want the map to be one of them, but he's going to be there regardless. So
should be able to drag and drop.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
We'll just do that. And some of that, and some of that. Yeah, that'll work.
I don't see anything that's going on. I just see the map.
Because it's behind the scenes magic.
It's behind the scenes magic and also the stuff. So one of those. You ain't gonna see shit.
Boof. Wait, are you talking about you are not seeing anything on Zoom?
No, I see the map.
Okay.
And then I'll see, like...
Because you're not going to see the edits on Zoom.
Paul and Pryor pop up.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's just... Yeah. Okay. Party on.
Sweet. Just keep that blank for right now. So we're gonna start our story here. Bear with me as I give you a little synopsis. Welcome to the land of Diademia. The high stakes are in order. The story so far is... See, I have music going and y'all don't have music, and it's distracting me already. So I'm just gonna mute that real quick because I need to do some things.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. In the land of Diademia, the Empire Triperian is at war with many of the nations of the surrounding landscapes. Their most notable antagonists are those from the tribe of Uvain to the south. The Uvain refer to members of Triperian as Machina, due to the unfamiliar weaponry they brought to their lands, whilst the Empire refers to Uvain as Prime due to them being one of the first targets they came across. Triperion is after the land's resources and using it to make the empire greater. Yvain vows to protect the sacred lands at any cost. The war went on for decades until it sought the attention of the gods and goddesses of the land, who aimed to make sport of it. They volunteered one catalyst from each warring side to be used as tribute for their delectable desires. The catalyst would serve as a way for the gods and goddesses to not devour the planet completely. Each year, one sacrifice was made until the present year, where the only daughter of the king of Triperion and a local farm boy were selected as the next tributes. Now the king aims to do anything in his power to collect enough resources to kill a god, while a young boy learns to grow up and become a man. Enter Team Machina. So, my fellow friends, you are fortunate enough to be members of Team Machina, and that indicates that you are part of Triperion itself. You are more or less citizens, unless otherwise told, but for the most part, you view Prime members as enemies in the basic nutshell of it all. We'll go and introduce the characters in the story here shortly, but just keep that in the back of your mind that as you start to explore this world of Diademia, whenever you come across Prime members, you're probably going to want to kill them. Because they're going to do the same thing to you.
Murder? Murder? Okay. Easy enough. Murder all of the things.
It's also customary to gather resources and other people throughout the land to aid you in pretty much anything that you want to accomplish. So if you feel that something could be advantageous to you, feel free to explore it and see where it goes. Just also putting that out there in case. Or if you want to sabotage some stuff. I'm not going to.
So like indentured servants that we don't pay, stuff like that.
Indentured servants? Is that like a nice way of saying slaves?
That sounds an awful lot like what he was saying. I don't know if that's the correct term you want to use.
Well, whatever you want to call it.
Was that from Never mind. Sorry, that was going to lead us on a tangent.
Oh.
It is from like a movie or something, but I can't remember which one.
It sounded like Ragnarok. Like I could see Jeff Goldblum. It was like, I hate the word. Was like the.
That is what it's from.
Oh, okay.
We'll say that until proven otherwise.
Until someone's like, well, actually. So
that quote is wrong.
Yeah, I imagine.
That was where we were just driving that joke home.
Our story starts, surprisingly enough, not in a small tavern. A young high elf is making his way to the local library. He seems to be in somewhat of a tizzy as he makes his way into the large building. Triperion prides itself on knowledge and its understanding of outside cultures, as well as having one of the largest sources of information on various spells, various countries, regions, whatever it may be. It's probably located at this library. The young elf makes his way in, and he happens to go to the front desk. He seems a bit frazzled as the librarian working there at the time looks him over kind of waringly. She's a elf herself, much older, by her long white hair pulled back into a neat bun. Her glasses hang just right on the brim of her long nose as she glances at the young elf. Is there anything I may assist you at, young sir? She says to the fair-skinned child. Maybe not fair-skinned, but young-skinned.
Yes. I need information on a book of specific heirlooms regarding necklaces and special jewelry, please.
So, are you requesting something in regards to enchantments?
Yes.
Okay. So she scurries through her notes, figures out which area would best suit him, and writes down the area on a piece of paper, piece of small parchment, hands it off to him, and he goes on about his way. Meanwhile, in the capital city, the capital main castle building where the king himself lives, there are two stoutly guards making their way down the hall as they come across what appears to be a young elf? I'm gonna go with elf. His hair's white. His skin's mostly fair. Well, not fair. Dark. Dark to the complexion. They look over Davian and they kind of stop their in unison march and eye him up a little bit. Are you lost, sir?
No, I believe I'm right exactly where I need to be.
And where exactly are you headed, if we might be so bold as to ask?
Well, I'm here to claim the land.
To claim the land. Is there anyone specific that you need to claim the land with?
Mostly with the Machinas.
Fair enough. They kind of look at each other, more or less perplexed. They're not quite sure who this man is, much less what his actual motives are. But before they could do anything, they hear a loud ruckus coming from the room not too far from where they are. So they more or less excuse themselves to leave Davian on his way. Located deeper in the chambers where the king himself resides, he's pacing frantically in his room. All right. Send for me someone of importance. I need a rogue. I need someone that can get this information in and out. Do it. The young paladin, well, young for what he is, nods frantically and heads out. He comes down the hallway, sees Davian. He's like, You kind sir! Are you a rogue?
I think the teacher was calling for him. Carrot cake.
the giant paladin in his dragonborn armor looks at Thavian again. Do you speak common?
Well, of course I speak common. What's wrong with you?
But you didn't answer my question. I asked you if you were a rogue.
Unfortunately, no, I am not a rogue. But I do know somebody who might be a rogue nearby.
Could you be so kind as to show me where?
Well, I'm not sure where he is. He's usually hidden most of the time, but I'm pretty sure he's around here somewhere. They're always listening. Always
Do,
around.
do you have a description? Anything I can look out for?
Uh, usually look in the shadows. They're usually inside cloaks. I believe he has a
Cloaks.
scaly skin.
Scaly
I hear a
skin.
little hissing.
Oh, wow. Well, I will leave you about your way, sir. I will go find this rogue, and I shall return. He says, over the top, as he saunters off. Meanwhile, in the shadows. The literal shadows. Is it Irthos? Irthos?
Irritos.
Irthos. He's worked at the castle long enough to know the day-ins, the day-outs, the people he needs to talk to, the people he refers to as just the bane of his existence. More or less, a lot more people on that list than the people that he would rather associate with, but none the matter, none the wiser. He's going about his day as usual, working in the castle, until a giant dragonborn paladin walks into the room. You, sir, you have scales. Are you a rogue?
How observant of you.
Yes.
See scales.
Yes. I was informed that scales and rogue are you.
Scales and rogue. Oh, you poor misguided thing. What do you want? Obviously you were sent. Can I push you off to somebody else, please?
As much as I would enjoy that, kind sir, I am seeking your assistance. Well, not me specifically. The king himself, is requesting you because you are a rogue.
What? Okay. So the king sent an errand boy to fetch me. How trite.
But I'm not an errand boy. I am Heart, silver tongue, love horn. At your service.
Oh, did they pull you out of a brothel?
Oh.
Oh, that's so adorable. I'll find my own way. You just go find some other use for your silver-tongued love horn. Thank you.
He just kind of stands there, dumbfounded, not exactly sure what to say.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I got technical difficulties.
Meanwhile,
my wife just got home, so give me a sec.
back at the library, so at this point, Ardris is, he's found the section.
Ardis
has found the area that the librarian has written down for him to look.
Can I just narrate what I'm doing, Stacks?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. So I take out the necklace, the heirloom that I have,
Mm-hmm.
and I search for that specific area, and notice that it's all I know about it is that it's dwarf made. So I go to the dwarf section of enchanted jewelry, and find a book on what was it? gold sapphire and pull the book out.
Okay.
I sit down and I start reading, looking for anything relating to its history.
It's a magic book though?
No,
Or
it's just a regular book.
it's just a regular book. Okay. Do you wanna roll a history check to see what you find out from this
Yeah.
particular?
D20.
Oh, nice. Rigged.
No.
Pixar didn't happen.
No, if it was a 20,
10.
it's fine. It's fine if it was a 20.
No,
I'm
it's
just-
just a 10
Oh, okay.
because I suck.
1 second.
Let me grab a notebook. Man, it's gonna be so way easier when I'm over there and not here.
Why?
It'd be easier to like communicate and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. My lead pencil has no lead.
Hey,
Alright,
Sax, I'm trying to
this-
find you on Twitch here. Are you on Twitch?
Yeah. Just look for STX_live. And it should show me streaming. Should be in the keyword.
Gotcha.
Was
All
it a
right.
10? Yeah, it was a 10.
So, what you're able to gather from this book is that there is a particular ritual that could be done if performed correctly, can give you further insight on the origins of the necklace. However, you're finding that the particular components it's asking you to do this ritual aren't something that you've come across currently, and you possibly could do like, oh, thanks for the follow. You possibly could find further information by asking like either someone that's in charge of trinkets in town or someone that knows more about like magical necklaces. You know that you have to do like a little bit more research in order to get a suitable answer, and you don't want to try, like you don't want to waste getting all these components and then doing the ritual incorrectly. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yep. So, I put the book down and I start to make my way out of the library.
Oh, okay. Back in the castle, roughly where Davian's at, some of the... Everyone's just bopping around. Some
I'm
of
gonna
the...
I'm gonna try and like work my way somewhere more like
You also
convenient.
notice from that ritual order that most of it's towards the higher part of the nicer district of the city. So you'll be making your way towards like the castle anyway.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna like imply.
Okay. The area where Davian is at, he notices that there's a couple of guards changing shift, and they're talking about what the last shift was doing. You can try and see if you can eavesdrop a little bit if you want to like know more about that conversation, or you could just like keep going about your day.
Davian.
Sorry about that. Didn't hear you that well.
Oh, sorry.
It's like the delayed reaction.
I was saying you come across these guards that are changing their shift, and you can either choose to like eavesdrop on the conversation that they're having, or just go about your day, like pass them up and keep going.
I think I'll try to eavesdrop on the conversation.
Okay. So from what you can hear, they're talking about the shift in relation to the king, who is more or less in distress about the fact that his daughter has been selected as the next tribute, more or less, and he's trying to figure out a way to get her out of the castle without drawing too much attention. But considering the guards are already like conveniently talking about it, it's not as under wraps as the king may think it might be. Gotta love that water cooler talk.
Some fine tea here. I see if we can say anything else on the situation. What else is going on in this area?
So from what you can tell, there's like the higher class individuals who are just like moseying about and sauntering through the hallways. Some of them have like little lackeys, more or less, that are at their beck and call, kind of doing everything that they need them to do, while others are just like traveling by themselves. There's a lot of guards, guys in like paladin gear, guys in like really studded armor for fighters. No short of defense, if that's the case. Like, it's definitely well armed.
Steal all their shit.
Well, he's not a thief this time, so.
For once, I'm not.
Yeah. Those darn rogues.
Very well. I think I'll keep hold of that knowledge for now.
Okay.
Go all about my day.
All right.
Man, I don't even know what my alignment is.
You don't? All right, you didn't pick.
No, like I can't remember what I picked.
Let's see. Let's see.
Do you not have D&D Beyond up right now?
No, I do. That's why I'm like scrolling through trying to.
Okay.
So I'm on my. So we don't have Wi-Fi in the dorms, so it's like really slow for me to like do a lot of stuff, which is why I usually
my
just
gosh,
have my
Lord,
character
I'm
sheet
going to
up.
Well,
you.
maybe you should have thought about that before you decided to be a peasant.
Just get married. It's easy.
I'm going to kill you, little Will. You changed your avatar.
Leave me alone.
Leave you alone? You're lawful neutral. So take that for the grain of salt that it is.
Okay.
He's
I should have
like,
picked like chaotic. I should have picked like chaotic good or something.
oh dear.
You would be more of, in my personal opinion, hopeless. I feel like that would be your.
Ooh, that's funny. That's real funny.
And so it begins.
Hey, I call it like I
Campaign
see it.
Number 2.
I would turn you into some leather shoes to wear.
Is that even a spell?
No, he's just trying to say that he would kill me because I'm a lizard.
Ah.
Yeah, turn him into leather. Take him to the tannery.
You don't really get leather from scales. Like you don't. That's not a thing. Like
Well, I
Live
mean,
your
you
life.
still make leather skin or snake leather shoes and stuff. So
it's not snake leather. It's snake skin. Close enough, bud. You gotta save it. I give you credit. It's snake.
Strange.
It's snake leather shoe. I got a snake leather belt. It's like no, it's a snake skin belt or a leather belt. It's not a snake leather belt. Moving on. Moving on.
Big brain.
Anyway, big
Um,
brain moves.
so I'm gonna butcher his name for the first. Irtus?
Iridos, like iridescent, but like instead of decent, it's dos.
Dose.
Iridos.
I'm just writing it down of how it sounds rather than how it's spelled.
Fair enough. Easy enough.
Has Iridos made his way to the King's Chambers area?
Yes, I've made my way past all the guards,
Okay.
and because I know where it is, because I've been in the castle for a very long time.
Yep. So you make
So I
your
know
way
where to
there.
go.
The King's waiting. Iridos, someone competent. I have a mission for you.
Wait, time. Did he call me incompetent or competent?
Competent.
Okay, it sounded like you said incompetent. I'm like,
Insult
Okay,
followed by
you have
favor.
it's like, hey, I'm gonna insult you and then I'm gonna give you a job. It's like, bro, I will murder the shit out of you right now. It is me and you in this room. How far away is he? Within
Oh,
striking
gosh.
distance, all right?
First fight of
And I
the
can hit him with a
day.
short bow or throwing a dagger. Bet. Anyway, sorry. Yes, my liege. What do you require?
Your assistance in a very secretive manner.
That is why you keep me around, isn't it?
Yes.
To keep those dark little things you want done in the kingdom from seeing the light of day. So what is it this time? Whose head needs to roll? Whose pockets need filled or emptied, for that matter?
There will be no head rolling and no pocket.
Oh, you take all the
Removals.
fun out of it.
This is a very important task. The princess. I need her to be taken to a safe location that is not here.
But what place could be safer than your own castle, sir?
A place that they would know to come looking for her. Until I can kill a god, I cannot necessarily stop them from appearing here, if you will.
Right. So you would like me to take the prince? Do you have some princess? I apologize. Somewhere? Do you have anywhere in mind, or is it up to my discretion?
There is a place I have in mind, but it requires you to You'll
To
need
what,
the
my
assistance of some others.
My liege, we've discussed this. I don't play well with others.
Yes, which is why I am sending you specifically to do it. Today.
Oh, okay. Well then, my liege. Who is the companions that I will be escorting along with Her Highness?
Well, it's not so much companions. You need a specific item from a specific location to bring back here specifically to give to the princess. Basically, it's a necklace that she'll wear so that others do not see her as she is, which will give you the necessary precautions to get her out of the castle.
My liege, I hate to speak out of turn, but it sounds an awful lot like you're sending me out to find a trinket. That's not exactly what I do for you, sir. I'm more in the political side of things.
You're also a smooth talker, from what I have known. And this
Oh.
particular trinket is not something that this individual's going to give up willingly, if you will.
Ah, lovely. Well then, where's my my contact?
It's in the town, at the trinket shop. It's not called the trinket shop, but you'll know the location.
Anyone in Right. So just pop on down to the shop and retrieve your trinket that may or may not be given up willingly and bring it back for the princess.
Yes, exactly.
Does that sound about right? Okay. Well then, I mean, I will be requiring my standard fee.
Your fee will be handled in due time.
Oh, Kingy, you know me far too well. Half now, half upon completion.
Well, I guess desperate times do call for desperate measures. Very well. Speak with the coin purse. And
Oh,
let
the
them know.
treasurer. I will be at the treasurer's post haste.
Yes. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, you know why you keep me around, and it's not because of my lovely complexion, sire. If that is all, I shall see my way out. Give my regards to the young princess.
I will do just that.
I then bow very low, kind of sarcastically, and then proceed to, like, just about face and leave the throne room.
Okay. On your way out, you spot Thavian, like, not too far out of the corner of your eye. He stands out mostly because he doesn't look like most of the other people here. And you're not necessarily a guy that memorizes everybody that works at the castle, but you know for damn sure you've never seen this man before in your entire life.
I'm sorry. Are you lost?
Jeez, what's the question to everyone? Have you ever seen a job before? No, I am not lost. I think I'm exactly where I need to be.
The drows I typically come across are, well, either at a brothel or at the end of a sword. And you appear to be at neither, though with the paladin walking around, I imagine you two might have come as a pair.
With that guy? No.
Oh, the dragon silver tongue. Can you think of a more
Is that what
ridiculous
his
name?
name is?
Lovehorn. Like, what? Did his parents despise him, or did he just really have a flair for the dramatic?
I don't know, but the way he was talking, I don't know where he got that silver tongue from.
Not from me, good sir. He's not my type. Anyway, well, let's. Can I get a look at what he's got on him, like as far as like armor is concerned, or like any like what he's carrying, armor type, kind of that whole deal.
You're talking about Thavian?
What's my status?
Yeah, for Thavian. Like, can I just get like a quick glance at like what the hell I'm I'm talking to a drow, but like, is he well armed? Is he got like some crazy shit on him? Like, do I need to like, what's happening? Can I get
I'd imagine leather armor, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, studded leather armor.
Fabian, tell me what you got on. Like, let's just break this down. What the hell do you look like? Tell me what you're wearing.
All right. My wares are pretty fancy studded armor. It definitely has some wears on it. That guy has been through some tough times and some fights. The sword, it's not the prettiest sword, but it will get the job done. Definitely has scars on the hilt and along the sheath of it. The hair, short undercut, freshly cut though. But
Fresh fade. I can respect it.
you can see your goatee, nicely trimmed.
So are we talking like Disney villain goatee, or is this like just like standard goatee?
You ever watch Titan AE?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
What? Homework.
Don't.
I guess consider it. All right then. I guess Disney villain, but more
Okay.
standardized.
Okay, got it. So not quite like, but still not quite, not muhaha.
Not.
Shark
not.
bait.
Okay, cool. All right, fair enough. As I look him up and down and judge him as not a threat to me. All right, well, you have your fun skulking in the corner, doing whatever it is you're doing. And then I proceed to walk past him towards the treasure.
Okay,
But
before.
if you're ever...
Oh, sorry. You can say what you're gonna say.
No. But if you're in the mood for some fun of the of a different variety, do tag along, or continue to be a creep.
Says the man that's like being super creepy, by the way.
What? I'm just walking around.
You're the one that's like, well, if you ever want a different sort of fun. Anyways, before you can leave Thavian's side, more or less, out of his like earshot, you hear a distinct jangle sound that's more than just the sound of armor clinging as he steps, but it's the distinct sound of a coin purse chinging
Okay.
to the steps of the large dragonborn as he makes his way towards both of you. Well, hello, friends! Funny seeing you two here.
I look between Hart and Thavian, and then back to Hart, and then back to Thavian, and then look at Thavian, like look him dead in the eyes. I believe he's talking to you.
Oh, no. I'm here for you, again, good sir.
You know this guy?
That's not filled me with any sort of joy. What do you need now, brothel?
I was assigned with another task, and it requires me giving you payment and ensuring that you have all the assistance you could possibly have to ensure the other portion of your payment is received.
Right, please. I believe I will manage well enough on my own, but I will take my first half of the coin purse, please.
You mean this? He says, holding up a giant bag of, like, obvious, like, coin.
Yes, that.
Well, I was given strict orders to make sure that I assist you. And in order to do that, I have to actually assist you, sir.
Oh, gods in the sky, give me strength. What do you mean, assist me?
Well, you are familiar with the term good cop, bad cop, eh? Yeah.
Sure, for those who enjoy fairy tales, why not?
Think of me
am I-
as the muscle to your not lack of muscle, kind sir. It's more of a business term. I can get the stuff that the fistings would work for, if at all possible.
Please stop. I feel my brain hurting listening to you speak.
Oh, and you
I am-
you as well. You can join as well, sir. If
I examine the individual asking, like, telling for assistance.
it's a very, very large dragonborn, blue skin, well, scaly dragon skin. Various hinted glows to the horns and other accoutrements. Some of his scales even like glisten as he walks. Mostly flamboyant, if you just like were judgy on any term of it, but just this giant dragonborn sauntering around in leather or not leather, metal armor, heavy armor.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so is he still holding that coin purse out, or is he like put it back on?
He's purposely holding it just like out of reach of what he assumes the lizard man would be able to like grab easily.
Right. Right. Well then.
So with that, I decide to use my mage hand to take the coin purse. I say, I think I'll be holding on to this for now. Let's go along.
Oh, so you're joining? This is great. Great news.
Not a chance in hell. I snatched that out of that before he can retract that shit. I snatched that out of there.
Well, that sounds like you're gonna have to work for it a little bit. Do a sleight of hand check.
Come on. Oh, so just for everybody watching at home, we're going off the God damn it, what's the term I want? Not lying. I'm blanking on the term. Integrity dice. Because we don't have it set up on the stream. So just so that way nobody sees the rolls. Okay, I say that. I rolled a 23.
That's
why
Little Will did the same thing, and he was like 20, and I was like, and this is why integrity dice is good.
I swear to you, I would
no.
this right now.
I understand.
I rolled a 19 plus my sleight of hand makes it a 23.
Okay.
I promise you, I'm not lying.
And I also said 10.
I rolled a 20, and all nat 20s all day, unless I don't, and then it's a 1, because checks and balances. Anyway, but yeah, I rolled a 23.
I guess.
Looks like he beat me out with a 19.
Yeah.
Would your mage hand even have whatever? I still okay.
I
win. I don't even care. I don't even care about the stats anymore. If I had lost, I would have been like, I'm sorry. Can your mage hand out sleight of hand me? Like how does a mage hand beat sleight of hand? All right, so I snatch it out of the mage hand and be like, oh, that's adorable. This coin is for me. If you want to cut, take it up with the king. I then proceed to tuck it away. I take it and kind of like hold it in my hand for a second, kind of like weighing it for a second, like counting it essentially just based on the weight, and then put it away.
I don't think I have to get on that on the backhand. I think time's more pressing matters than the coinage of it.
Fine, I will. Why not? I'll have the brothel twins follow me.
You speak a lot about brothels. Do you go there often?
I look him up and down. Says the rainbow dragon with the name of Lovehorn.
Yes, it's a family tradition.
What traditions are they into?
I'm not going to even. I look at Thavian. I don't rightly want to know. I proceed to like. Okay, so now with the coin purse in hand, it's like, well, let's be off. And I begin walking out of the castle into the town.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the Sose trinket shop, calls Merrill's Get Ya Gabbards. Oh gosh, how do you pronounce it again?
Ardis.
Ardis, even though. Is that. Okay, there is a R. I just didn't put that. Ardis. Like. Dis. Like dissing. Like. Dis. Okay. The second R silent?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna fix that real
All I'm
quick.
gonna say is we literally talked about this ahead of time.
Yeah, but I was doing technical difficulty stuff, which is much more important than like understanding how Little Will's gonna pronounce his name this time.
Until he decides to come up with another
Are you saying I'm not
personality.
important?
Mike, we stream like hours long. It could be from like 6 hours to you never know. It's just time flies.
What's the game plan for tonight? I think that's kind of more of where we're at right now because we're about an hour in. So ballpark.
Another 4 or 5 hours, maybe, depending if y'all can get that far. Hopefully. So Ardis makes his way to Merrill's Gits and Gabbards. I gotta write that down because I'm gonna forget.
I love how you like are just making up the names on the fly. You're like, I should probably write that name down.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah. They're probably gonna be coming back here at some point.
Man, it's almost like you like have been talking about doing this campaign for like 2 months.
Yeah.
How did you not plan episode 1?
I didn't plan Gits and Gabbards. That's for damn sure. But I like doing things on the fly because whenever I invest all this time in a direction and it doesn't go there and y'all have to like go in a completely new one, I'm just like, well, so much for that. Anyways.
Well, this one you're really pushing us into, so this one would have been very easy. However, anyway, regardless, I apologize.
So Artist makes his way into the shop. There's a bunch of different trinkets all around, obviously. There's some that are glistening with like a hue of magic. Others are just like appearance sake. They look nice. You walk in, there's a tall human guy, long blonde hair, just standing there, doing his thing, going about his day. He's the owner, obviously.
Hello, good sir. I had some questions for you.
For me? For me. Meryl.
Yes. Yes, Meryl. I pull out the necklace and unfold it out of its cloth.
Mm-hmm.
I read a book back at the library and found that a tink master such as yourself could possibly tell me more about this specific heirloom of my family's.
You say
and
this,
I hand it over to him.
You say this is a family heirloom? I've never seen anything quite constructed this way. He looks at it.
Yes, it was handed down.
Oh, sorry.
It was handed down by my great-great-great-grandfather.
That's a lot of greats. Well,
what can you tell me about it?
About this necklace that you just showed me like 2 seconds ago? Not much. What do you want to know about it? I guess would be an easier question.
I need to know more about its history and its purpose, because a former tutor of mine actually had it on him with a note from my family.
As in, he gave it to you? Why didn't your family just give it to
Yes.
you?
Well, that's one of the many questions I'm trying to find out, Meryl.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Um,
I am all of the confusion.
he like does the stupid like pulls the hair behind his ear type deal so he can like glance over it. Overall, the necklace itself is really well handcrafted, as well as almost immediately from him looking at it, he can tell that there's a lot of different magical undertones engraved into it. I was like, ooh, thanks for the host, F&H Paul.
Backstory stuff.
From what he can tell,
meant to do that.
at least. It's just like, I have all this different stuff playing in my ears, and no one else can hear it but me. But anyways, yes, it's a very complicated magical item you have here. Like nothing I've ever come across. And I've obviously come across a lot of different trinkets in my time.
Complicated how?
Complicated as the string of magical undertones that this necklace has. I wouldn't even begin to understand the amount of different components you would need in order to craft such a thing. Normally, trinkets or magical items are created with a single purpose, but this one obviously has multiple purposes, which makes it more difficult to understand. Thanks for the follow, Mike.
So, Meryl, is that all you can tell me?
Well, without
I get some random numbers.
without studying it for an extended period of time, yes. Just from glancing, yeah. It's a magical item that has multiple magical purposes. In the layman's of it.
Is there anywhere else I could take it to find out more? Because I don't feel very comfortable leaving it here. As you said, it's a very important and unique item.
You could... No, there's not really... See, there's a lot of people that could tell you about this particular item, but it depends on how much you're willing to pay to find out about said item. And anyone, myself included, who could look at this and see what it entails and the amount of like work it's going to take is going to try and get as much money out of you as possible. Like, that's just how capitalism works, my friend.
I understand. So, I guess I'll just leave it here for the time being and let you look over it. What is your price? I roll my eyes, as you say, for taking a look at this item.
Well, I'm a busy guy, and as you can see,
Cut the shit, Meryl. Tell him, give me a number.
it's not about numbers, my friend. My dear naive friend. It's about help. Are you so busy that you wouldn't help around here? A lot. And I could teach you how to decipher your own necklace, perhaps, maybe. Depends on.
I give a slight sigh and say that, as it happens, well, Meryl. As it turns out, I'm not that busy. I can help around the shop.
Okay. Well, that was much easier than I thought humanly possible to convince somebody to work for me for free. But, yeah.
Whoa, whoa. I never said I was doing this for free, Meryl.
Indentured servitude.
Did I not just mention that was the case?
No, you surely didn't, Meryl.
Well, that's the case.
This would obviously cut the cost if I'm to help.
The
Or
cost
whatever you would charge.
is the help, my friend.
Oh. Then I guess indentured servitude it is.
As the two are talking, the door opens up again, and a smaller, well, I'm assuming that you're a smaller lizard folk man compared to the dragonborn size individual.
How big is he?
Yeah, I didn't look at the height.
Well, I'm 6'4".
Are
He's
you
8
the
feet.
same size as your lizard man?
Like, wait, what? I'm like, my guy is 6'4". Like, the lizard is 6'4".
Okay. Well, okay. Okay. So 6'4" lizard dude makes his way into the trinket shop of Gibbs and Gabbards, and followed behind is Thavian, as well as a crouching dragon hidden heart as he makes his way through the smaller door frame size area.
Alright, I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec.
Okay. Well, aren't I just a busy pickle today? Merrill says as he looks at the three very distinct individuals that just walked into his
Do I know
establishment.
Meryl? Like, do I have a general understanding of who he
You've
is?
come across Merrill before. You've worked with him in the past. He doesn't like you. You don't like him. It's a general, like, ha-ha, he-he relationship that you two share.
Meryl,
Oh,
how the
my.
hell are you still alive?
Mostly because the knife that you put in my back the last time hasn't made its way embedded. What do you need, lizard man?
Oh, your words can hurt. My dagger can hurt worse. Anyway, Meryl, here's what I simply need. A trinket that the king might have spoke to you about already.
The king spoke to me.
Well, let's be real. You're not that important, but would have sent word to you.
What type of trinket are you referring to?
I'm referring to a necklace that would help aid in someone's disappearance. A masking charmed necklace, if you will.
I have one of those, if that's what you mean.
Okay, well, may I see the necklace? Because we are looking for something that is going to be quite powerful.
He reaches into his shirt collar and pulls a necklace that dangles around his neck. You mean this type of trinket?
So the king, like, gave me an idea of what I'm supposed to be looking for, right?
Yeah.
So I have a general idea of the description of the item. Because he just said, like, the person who has is not going to want to give it up. And I'm assuming this is supposed to be Meryl.
Yeah.
I probably should have, like, got fair clarification on it.
I mean, we'll say
Secondly-
you got it, like, from heart on
Well,
the lovely walk over.
Okay, and then how much was in that bag, by the way,
Ooh.
currency-wise?
Let's-
Because I didn't want to, like, put you on the spot and, like, I count
Let's say
5,000 gold. Like,
100 gold pieces.
100 gold? All right, easy.
Also, I also gotta repeat this when Artis gets back, but everyone starts out with 150 gold pieces, if that's any
Dope.
recollection.
Neat. sitting pretty. Got it. All right. All right. So is the one that he's showing the one that I'm looking for, or is it not that one?
It's the one that you're looking for. It's a green embedded emerald necklace with a
The-
well-crafted golden casing that holds it in place, and
So it's
then
an emerald, gold around it.
the chain
then-
itself is like gold.
Got it. Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to do better at like writing things down this campaign, as opposed to last campaign where I wrote down literally nothing, and then was confused half the time when I'm like, did I already meet this guy? Oh, I did. Crap. What I say to him? All right, so yeah, just give me 1 second.
Did you hear the gold amount, artist?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Sorry. Got it. All right. Yes, Meryl, that is in fact the one I'm looking for. If you would be so kind as to donate it to the kingdom, I'm sure you will be compensated afterwards.
Compensated?
Of course, something. Maybe we could swing and get a cleaner in here to help dust your goods.
Hmm.
Or maybe someone who can remove that stick from your ass.
Would it possibly be the master stick from Ass Remover, like yourself? Or am I just
That
looking
took you a
to-
long time to get there. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I give you credit. You're getting better at the wits.
Forgive me, but someone who just asked me to give them my altering appearance necklace that I am currently wearing.
Meryl,
I think you
when
see
have
why.
I ever done you wrong?
There is not
Minus
enough
that one
ticks
time.
in the day.
Minus that other time as well.
And the other time. And the time
The other
with my sister.
Now, in my defense, your sister was asking for it. But anyway, I digress. You. What about payments? Would a little coin now help you?
I couldn't craft
Undo
another
that.
one of these, even if I wanted to.
What would it take for that necklace to leave your neck?
Possibly to be removed
Choose
from
your
my...
words. Choose your words very carefully now, Mira.
You know,
Am
I
I
devil is in the
do
details.
have a favor.
Of
A
course.
favor for a favor.
As is the way this relationship has worked. What would you require, Mira?
A date.
I beg your pardon.
You heard me, Slither Tongue. A date.
You require a date.
Yes.
For what?
The company, I'd imagine.
Let me rephrase. For what? Is this an event you're wanting a date for? Is this...
No, just a
look
regular
for-
date.
Right. And you have a... I dare say, type for this date you're looking for?
Ah, yeah, you specific. Requested to a T.
You would like me to go on a date with you.
Oh.
Sorry, I wasn't here when I caught. What is Mural? Is he just human?
Yeah, he's human, blonde hair, tall, handsome.
Like older guy, younger guy?
Mid-aged, 30s.
I'm putting him under the enemies tab. One second.
Am I in the shop or am I gone?
You're still there, awkwardly.
You're still there.
I'm
Everything.
laughing my
You
ass
are
off
being
in the
you are
corner.
being ignored as can be.
Cool, because I'm just laughing my ass off.
Meryl.
I'm sorry, do I hear the laughter? Is he within earshot for me to hear the laughter?
Yeah,
One
I
second.
imagine, yeah. Second enemy
Goodness.
added to what?
My head cocks to the side as I see this. He's an elf, right?
Little Will's
Yeah.
character? Yeah.
Yeah. So my head cocks to the side as I see a little elf. What are you like? What are you doing right now? Were you just standing there?
Yeah, I'm just standing there, chuckling. Because I'm just kind of watching it all play out.
And what, dare I say, do you find so funny, elf?
Oh, nothing. Just enjoying the company, so to speak, or the banter. And might I ask, why are you here?
Well, since you seem to lack the ability to eavesdrop, allow me to tell you that I will make sure that your bloodline ends with you.
I heard
Go back to doing whatever you were doing before this, and forget that you saw us, little elf.
I cock my head and pretend to think. I heard a mention of the king. Would you happen to be on an errand for him? Like a little puppy dog? The king points.
How far away is he? How far away is he from me?
Let's say 15 feet.
15.
The king points and the pup fetches.
Meryl's also
Heart.
laughing at this whole
Heart,
thing.
my dear friend.
Yes,
It
buddy!
seems that your services are needed after all.
They are?
Yes. You see the elf there?
Oh, yeah, the short one.
Could be a spy, eavesdropping on conversations about the king and the things that the king needs. You should probably take him to prison, to the jail, just in case, for some light interrogation.
Interrogation? Normally, they just chop people's fingers off there.
Yes, Hart, that is in fact the interrogation I'm talking about.
Well, I guess I could, but wouldn't that be a bit out of my reason for being here? You know, good cop, bad cop.
No. Well, that's fine. Trust me. Between myself and Fabian, we've got this part covered. But as the good cop, I feel you should uphold the law and take this possible spy to justice.
I'm not the good cop. I'm the bad cop. You're the good cop.
I hold up my hand, gentlemen, as humorous as this is, seeing as I'm innocent of whatever trumped up charges these are, that would be illegal.
Oh, is he actually from here? Like, is he actually like from this
Yeah,
area? Oh, you just said yeah. Okay, I was expecting more there. You just stopped. I was like,
no.
okay, all right. Look, small one. You don't exactly dictate what's legal or illegal. Fun fact is that whatever the gods say is illegal is illegal. And based on your appearance, you don't appear to be a god at all. So do me a favor.
Too true.
Stop talking.
As you say, snake.
Grab him by the fucking throat.
What?
I lunge across and grab him by the throat.
Make a dexterity check.
Dexterity or acrobatics? What do you want?
Well, we'll do acrobatics. That's easier.
All right.
That's easier.
That is a 23.
And you're a wizard? I don't know. Do acrobatics or athletics, whichever one's higher for your stats, little Will, to try and resist.
I rolled
You
twice.
said acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, whichever one's higher.
21.
Okay. So,
Almost made it.
almost only works in horseshoes and hand grenades, and in this case, your next cop.
You pissed off a lizard folk.
Iridos, cat-like, snake-like reflexes, lashes out and freaking grabs you by the jugular as like your mid-sentence or whatever.
Now, as I'm holding his throat and squeezing, I have a dagger that is currently lodged because he's not wearing armor, right? He's just in like robes.
I imagine he's in just robes. Or something.
Yes.
You're just in robes.
He's like,
So I place the tip of the dagger just under his rib cage. What part of stop talking did you misinterpret? I press the dagger a little bit harder. If I wanted
So,
you dead,
as he
you'd
has
be
me
on
by
the
the
floor.
jugular, I kind of like tap his arm and I choke out. You got really bad breath.
oh my god.
I stab
Can
him.
you let me
No!
go?
I stab him. You are not in a position to do this. I stab him, and like, do I even need to hit because the dagger's already at his rib cage?
Yeah, see if you hit.
The dagger's literally pressed against his rib cage right now.
I know, but see if you hit.
I
With
still have
advantage or
AC,
just
baby.
regular?
Yeah, sure, with advantage.
Okay, first roll. Oof, that wasn't good. Second roll. 16.
Let me check something real quick.
What, your AC?
No, so
Oh,
so my
God.
AC is 13. However,
Okay.
I have the shield spell, which is one
You have the-
reaction which you can take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by a spell.
Well, this would be a surprise
So-
attack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I feel the blade, then
You were too busy. I mean, in my personal opinion, you're talking an awful lot of shit. You weren't exactly prepared to you didn't think I was actually going to do it. Based on how you were behaving, you didn't think I was actually going to stab you.
oh yeah, that's fair. All right, I'll take the damage,
Like,
whatever it is.
that's not the position of a man who actually if you had okay, cool, I'm grabbed by the throat, immediately you're like, oh shit, and then fucking shockwave away or do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
That would be a believable outcome, but you're just like, oh, let me just
Antagonize him more. All right.
Yeah,
I'll
just
take
you're like, oh,
you can roll
that's
damage.
literally, it's like, what are you gonna do? Stab me? And then I stab you. Like, that's how you do
yeah.
it.
So you can roll damage. I'll take that.
Now, Stacks, I'm gonna ask a question real quick.
Yeah.
Would that be considered a sneak attack?
I guess technically, since it's with advantage.
Right. So that would be a grand total of 9 points of damage.
Huzzah!
Okay.
So yeah, I stab you.
Oh, you're definitely
then
the
as
bad
I-
cop.
And then as I'm like holding you in, I then shove you to the ground, pulling the knife out, like just shoving you to the ground, pulling the knife out as I do. I then flick some of the extra blood off the knife, and then re-hilt it. Now where were we?
Oh, Luna, get out.
As much of a great display this has been, Irtos, I must ask that you do not dirty my business with my apprentice's blood.
Your apprentice.
Yes, hired just today, and also bleeding currently. And you want
Hang
a
on 1
favor.
second. Can I address the chat real quick?
Yeah.
Mike, that is a great move. I would have done it, but honestly, at this point, I'm like, no, he's not. I wouldn't have been. Because that is straight lizard folk kind of mentality. But at the same time, this guy is disgusting. I would not want to taste his blood. He's gross as shit. This guy's not. His blood is not worth tasting. Anyway, sorry. Back to game. All right. So yeah. So you hired just today.
Yes.
Oh, Nero, I'm sorry you choose apprentices poorly.
That's
So before
not-
I die, as I'm holding my gut, my rib cage slash,
Oh shit, was that enough to kill you?
all pretty damn close.
Like, bro, you gotta understand you're squishy and you do not talk shit to a guy who's literally going to stab you.
Oh
What part of
god,
a 6
the hit
foot four
points.
lizard folk makes it seem like I'm not gonna fucking murder you? Based
So,
on, and here's the thing, Lil Will, we've played before. What about my personality as a player makes you think that I wouldn't immediately attack you?
well, so I didn't think you were gonna actually hit me,
As we
Especially
could tell
after-
by the
especially after you botched the first roll. I was like, oh, I'm sitting pretty, and then you got the 16.
Oh no, don't get it twisted. That first roll was a 12. It wasn't that bad, but it was like, ooh, that's not great. And then the other one was a 6. I rolled a 16, so I was like, oh, perfect, that'll work. That'll get him dead.
But so I look up at Meryl. I'm like, can we get the doctor?
Hold on a sec, kid. I'm still talking. So, I'm gonna need you to not do that, please.
Heart, can you do something with the bleeding one now?
Heart-
Can you
Heart's
handle
like,
him?
I really don't think you understand what good cop, bad cop is, cause like,
Heart,
that's
Heart,
more
look at
my
me.
move?
Heart, look at me. Pay attention.
Yes, I'm paying attention.
Can you heal him?
Yes, I have cure wounds.
Cool. Wait a little bit first.
But he's bleeding.
I look down at the bleeding elf. And then look back to Meryl.
Before
Wow.
all this, we were coming to an agreement.
Yes, we were.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
How about this? I heal your apprentice, or we make sure your apprentice does not die on your floors. And I give you a fair amount of gold. And we take the trinkets.
You're talking to me as if I like gold as much as you do.
Well, I mean, you do deal in trinkets, and what better way to get trinkets than with gold from selling other trinkets? It's kind of a vicious cycle in your line of work, isn't it?
Yes, but I also had a request. That will not be smooth
wish for
talked.
Okay. How about this? Tell me where you would like to go on this date.
Well, Before this whole spiel happened, it wasn't I that you would be going on the date with.
I see. Who would I be going on the date with?
My cousin.
Your cousin. Which one was that again?
She's the one, tomboyish.
Oh, okay.
She has a thing for lizards.
Yes, I vaguely remember that. I thought it was, I'm not going to lie, I thought it was the other cousin who had a thing for eating lizards. And that was going to be a very different conversation. Right. All right, your cousin, we shall... A date, okay. I see no harm in this.
Except...
Except, of course.
There could be no stabbies on this date, mister. Thank you for the follow. Moist. Hashtag moist.
Now, I understand the... Now, I'm not going to obviously attempt to stab, but, one must defend themselves, and, yeah, if it were to come to that, I would hope that you would not mind if I defended myself and your cousin from any danger that might present itself.
I more meant no stabby of my cousin. In all regards.
Oh, yes.
Not just the dagger variety.
It's fine. She's not. It's fine.
I don't think you understand how persuasive she is.
I will do my best.
You will give me your word.
I put both my hands behind my back, like as if, like to be like in kind of a parade rest-esque shape. My dear sir, Miro, I promise to keep all sorts of weaponry sheathed. My fingers are crossed behind my back.
How long exactly will you need this
Am I still bleeding
necklace?
out?
Yeah,
You are
currently.
bleeding out on the floor. We do not give a
So
shit.
I'm
I'm actually surprised Fabian hasn't tried to save you. But at the same time, like, yeah, you have been, you talk shit, get stabbed. Like, that's not my fault. You know the rules. This
So
has been
am
a
I
thing.
still losing health while I bleed out?
No, you're not losing
No.
health,
You
you
just
just
got your
lost
initial
nine.
like
I
health,
s-
health kicker.
You're just really, really hurting. See, this up.
5 more minutes. That's 3 HP.
Mike,
Dude, I'm not
just
gonna
a
lie.
heads up, Mike. This is kind of how our normal sessions go.
Stacks, if I can be so bold, can I please get a mock-up drawing of what this conversation is?
Oh my
with 3
gosh.
people talking to Meryl, and meanwhile, old Lil Will is just bleeding on the floor. Just just please. It ain't gonna be in super detail, though I know you're gonna do super detailed anyway. Just like a quick sketch of just like the 3 people talking to Meryl, and then just fucking Lil Will just curled up in a ball, clutching his side. All right, I'm sorry. All right, so I said that. All right, so what were you gonna say before Will was complaining about bleeding on the floor?
How long exactly are you going to need this amulet of mine?
Well, it's I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say for a while, at least, possibly 1 to 2 fortnight.
Because
Possibly
I could go on
3.
vacation. You have to promise not to judge. But this amulet of mine, I use it quite often. As you can tell.
Muriel, would be nothing if I didn't tell you. I judge you constantly. this does nothing new. I can promise you that. Hey, like, I'm an asshole, but I'm an honest asshole. Like, I already judge you. Like, this isn't gonna, like, change the level of judgment.
Very well. We have a deal.
Wonderful. What does he now look like? Because now I am friggin' intrigued.
So he takes the amulet off. He shrinks about maybe 4 feet. He's no longer tall.
Oh.
He's also quite square, like dwarven square, if you look at it. He's bald. His hair is not completely blonde, more dirty blonde from the few strands that you can see. His teeth are all out of whack, and he kind of has a lazy eye.
Right, so he is a kind of less than beautiful dwarf.
Yeah.
Got it.
You'll excuse me if I close up shop shortly after this.
That's fine. And I do now have a question. Wait, so does that mean all of his cousins would be dwarves, or are they all...
Too late, you already agreed!
Well, no, it's more of a question of, because I kind of played it like I knew them already.
Mm-hmm. No, his cousins are... From what you remember, nice looking.
Alright.
And human.
And it wasn't even like, oh, she's gonna be ugly. It was more of just like, wait a minute, were they dwarves and he was like the only one who looked human? And I was like, that'd be kind of weird, but at the same time, like, send it. Why not? All right, cool. Got it.
Hey, you said not to judge.
I'm not judging. Well, no, I didn't say I wasn't gonna judge. I just said I was like I couldn't judge him any more than I already do. Slight difference. But anyway, I'm not gonna judge him for it. He's like, look, I'm a 6'4" lizard. I really ain't got a lot of room to talk about looks. Like, literally, which no one even bothered asking, but like...
No one asks how I look!
So rude. Yeah, I'm literally dark brown scales. Like, I'm, like, dark brown scales on the outside, light brown around the center, and, like, a dark amber fin. So, like, I just look... like, I'm just a dark brown, like, I'm just shades of brown and orange. I really ain't got a lot of room to talk.
He reluctantly
bunch of scars all over his
hands,
face.
he reluctantly hands the amulet over, and he looks at Hart and he's like, out of you lot, make sure I get this back. Oh, yes, sir! Will do! Totally!
I tucked the amulet away.
Okay. Oh, and whoever uses it, just let them know that they need to imagine how they want to look, and the amulet will do the rest.
Quick question. Do they have to constantly be thinking about it, or is it just like a think about it once, put it on, and you're good?
To think about it, put it on once, and you're good. Although, let them be aware of the not wanting to look differently while they're wearing it, because it may shift how they look.
Right, don't try to do a costume change while wearing. Got it. Well, Meryl, have yourself a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again in the form that you feel most comfortable.
My apprentice.
Oh, shoot. Now, I'm sorry, did you want him just gotten rid of or healed? I honestly can't remember.
Healed, lizard man. Yes.
No, don't start calling names, because now I have a whole lot more I could go with.
As long as I don't have to call you brother-in-law, we'll be good.
Man,
That would
talk
be
about
rather
irony.
Make it real hard not to murder or let him die here on your floor. But Hart, if you would please be so kind as to heal him enough so he quits complaining about dying.
Oh, right. Yep. Sure. Right away. Well, here we go. Okay, buddy. This isn't gonna hurt. At least I hope it doesn't. You don't have any allergies, do you?
No.
Good. That's always good.
Stop making it weird.
Just need to touch all over. I need to lay my hands upon you.
Yeah, you're healed. Buddha bop bop.
How much?
I
did that
rolled
heal
an
him?
8 without my modifier, so he's definitely back to max health.
Jesus Christ. You are so, you like okay. All I'm gonna say this now, Lil Will. You are
Yes.
not the paladin you were last game. You cannot take a hit. So it's better to kind of be a bit more cowardly, like talk some shit, but then when somebody gets up, you're like, wait, hold on, let me explain. What I meant to say was, with that, see,
So
we're
be
getting a little lost in translation here. You
So
could
be
be
a
like
bard, pretty much.
yeah, kind of be a bit. Think of it like a bard, yeah, if you must.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Your wounds just kind of like seal up the blood that was there. There's no more coming out. There's no real marking on you. There is like the residual blood still, but other
Your
than
robe.
that, you're good
And
to
the
All
go.
on my clothes. Ugh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need new
The
clothes
whole-
now.
One more thing. Since you say that you'll be having my amulet for possibly a couple fortnights, I
Right.
am going to assign my apprentice to you to ensure no harm comes to it.
Do I have to?
Yeah, if you want your thing sorted, then yeah. I gotta make sure I get my stuff back, kid. This is very
I thought
important.
that was
Yes,
the whole.
Marshall.
Oh, this is a free bonus of charge. Don't thank me. You really don't have to. Wow, we're just a real old party, aren't we? Ha! It's 4 of us. 4 of us. It's 4.
I take an imaginary knife and like ball my fist and I pretend like I'm stabbing myself.
That can be arranged.
I passed him a dagger. You want to use a real one?
Like, that's the thing. Like, would someone like to replace that?
Are we gonna do this again?
If I, as long, does he have to return alive? No, never
Preferably,
mind.
preferably.
I don't. I'd rather ask for forgiveness.
Sideways
Anyway.
for attention, long ways for results, guys.
Oh, Jesus
Oh, God.
Christ! Will,
Oh no.
Will. Let me just say this one more time. Stax is streaming this, so the dark
Yep, I
humor.
forgot.
Dial
forgot.
that way the fuck down, please.
I'll take it to a 3.
Oh dear.
How about a 1?
I can do that.
I better hear fucking dad jokes out of you the rest of the night.
No dad jokes.
Actually, no. Better not. No. Don't.
Oh no.
God, no.
Say, I got
Anyway.
plenty of those.
Oh, God.
So-
yeah, see, I had to correct that mistake before it became real. All right.
Mm,
So we walk out.
Meryl like kind of like shoos you all out.
Davian, may I ask? I know I don't truly know you, and I know I insulted you quite a bit. This is as we're walking back to the castle. Would you mind if I asked you for a favor? I can't even talk shit. I was eating pizza earlier. I can't get better at food.
What can I do?
I'm going to ask that you keep our actually, one moment. Hey, Elf. What
Yes.
do we call you?
My name is Artis, Lizard Man.
Oh dear.
All right. There it is.
What? I don't know his name.
We'll address
And what's
me
my
as either Iridos or Sir. Is that to be clear?
fuck. Irados? Is that how you
Iridos.
pronounce it?
If
Do
your
you have a nickname I
tongue-
can call you?
If your tongue is incapable of using eloquent speech, you may refer to me as Fang, if need be.
Bang. Yes, I like
Yeah.
that. That's what
Wait.
I'll call you.
You have a nickname?
It's called an alias, Heart.
But this
Don't
whole
worry,
time.
you won't need one.
I'm just kind of strolling in the back of the group with my hands behind my back.
So is like Silver Tongue my alias?
I don't. Fabian, what I was saying is that if you could please do me a favor, and I ask that if the elf gets out of line, the address, that you, well, either stop him from speaking or simply stop me from killing him. Either, I would prefer the former over the latter, but the latter if need be. And I will ask that you accompany us a bit longer, and in exchange for this. And I pull out the sack of 100 gold. Because I think I might actually die if I deal with these two by myself. Do we have a deal?
Empty office.
You're coming through a different mic there, my man. Your mic has changed.
All right. Sit, man.
Oh, your mic is your mic's not your headset. Your mic is your webcam.
Oh no, it should be going to my head.
How's it sounding now?
Oh!
All right, now it's sounding right.
There.
Earlier it
Yeah,
was going
there
through
we
your
go.
webcam.
1-800, I can hear you now.
1-800, what
Alright.
happened?
All
Got
right. So, that is a tempting offer. I may have to choose something a little more painful from the king. Seems to be that's where the money is coming from.
Oh, gods. What
But I
do
think
you
I'll have
mean?
this as a insurance.
Fine. I hand him the 100 gold.
Okay.
You now have 100 gold. I am now subtracting the gold from my pockets, so that way I do not think I have that. All right.
Shout out to
Okay,
B&D.
where are we
Y'all make
going?
this a lot easier. Shut up, you.
Oh no! Oh god!
I didn't even say
Yes.
anything wrong.
Best
So,
100
where are we actually
gold
heading?
I have ever spent. And I have spent 100 gold on a lot of
Man,
nice things.
for once I thought it was gonna be don't beat up on little Will.
Bro, I was trying not to, but then you talked shit.
Hey,
You talk
y'all
shit
are
when you
just
have
Oh, no.
zero
getting to know
reason to
each
talk
other.
shit.
100% had that coming. 100% had that coming.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, don't play like you're an innocent party and you were playing your character. Like, I was playing a lovely character, and then all of a sudden you started being mean. I was like, no, you talked shit and got stabbed. That's not my fault. Sure, I stabbed you, but you talked shit first. You could have understood that you being a... How tall is your guy? Like, just real quick question.
6'1".
How tall is your dude? Your guy's... Why are we so tall? We need to, like, vary these heights. Anyway, you see a 6'4" lizard standing in front of you, and your first instinct is to talk shit. When you are a very soft target. Sorry, I realized. I'm
Especially
sorry,
at
guys, that
level
we're
2.
like breaking. Yeah, especially at level 2. Like, I don't even need to do that much. Like, I hit you with the dagger. like it's literally the dagger. Like, I didn't even hit you with the rapier. If I hit you with the rapier, you would have died. Like, actually could have died. Like, literally, you understand that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Anyway, sorry.
All right, back to
Okay,
campaign.
back to the plot line. We're going to the king. Well, let me rephrase. I will be seeing the king. You all will be waiting outside. It's nothing personal, but the king doesn't normally enjoy people just storming into the throne room. We continue to walk. Look, like nobody else got anything to say, so we're just gonna walk.
So y'all make your ways back to the kingdom castle.
Oh my god, we get a map. Yay!
Ooh.
I was so tired of the white. I was so tired of the white, like the void.
Boop. So you enter what appears to be the mess hall. The king isn't there yet, but everyone's eating, having a good time, enjoying themselves. The usual. The princess and her 3 brothers are at the main table. Probably point out some things here to make it easier. We'll say princess is not on that layer. We'll say princess is here, and then her 3 brothers. And
the bastard.
The bastard son sits there.
Oh, is that a legitimate thing?
No.
I was fucking around.
There's no.
Okay. I totally
He's like
get. I
all the
was
way
like,
in the
oh god,
corner.
that's Jon Snow. He's gonna be real important later.
No, there's only 3.
Okay.
But
Jon Snow.
arriving,
Sorry,
y'all try to make y'all's appearance not as noteworthy or whatever. So, you just sit
I've
down.
been here before, so I was gonna say I blend into the sides away from. Well, I mean, obviously I sit down, but like, yeah, never mind. As I was.
So anyway, we blast through the door.
Keep the door open.
Oh no, that was last campaign.
Yeah, that was you.
So, y'all are all sitting down, and you send word that you got the package, and you're just waiting for the king's.
The kings go ahead.
Yeah, before you do anything else. So,
Okay.
off goes servant person to go inform other people. It's overall pretty bustly. Let me get some atmospheric sound going for the group here. The lovely people. One second.
It was at this time that we would like to remind you that if you have not already hit that follow button, please do so. Stacks Live is a new and up and coming streamer, and every little bit helps. He is currently on his way to becoming an affiliate. He is a mere 16 followers away. So please, if you haven't already, think about hitting that little heart. It helps out the channel a whole lot. Ding! You're welcome. I'll expect payment for that later.
Yep, in a lovely bag. So
It's like I expect payment for that in not getting
correction.
and not getting brutally murdered later over some dumb shit that I may or may not say.
Overall, food's provided. Y'all are just trying to wind down after your busy day so far, and there's probably still more yet to come.
I start drinking the wine by the jug.
They just start bringing it out and
The servers already know. Like, I sat down and they just put the jug out, and then they pour glasses, goblets for everyone else, and I just have the jug.
So, new kid.
Yes.
What are you like? You just you're an apprentice? You got hired today?
Yes. I had something that needed to be taken care of, and becoming an apprentice was the cost.
So you didn't want to become an apprentice?
Not precisely, but you know what they say, you can always learn something new from every experience.
So what did you
basically you're a
learn
slave.
from
As you agreed to
your current experience? Is that so important that you would just tag along for some dude's trinket thing? The thing that you're working for him for.
Seeing as I just met you all, I don't feel too comfortable speaking about this, but all you need to know is that I am with you for the duration of your journey until you get my master's trinkets back.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So hard. You have been in the castle for how long now?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, years. Ever since I got my knighthood as a Knight of the Unicorn, I have been here.
Sorry, it stacks. No, that's a bot, my good sir. That's a bot. NQPZ May. Yeah, that's a bot. You need to just ban that individual.
Well, no, Nightbot did.
Actually, wait. I'm sorry. I need to. I forgot. I'm a person here.
Oh, you already banned him. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
None of their stuff was showing up.
Looks like I have the power.
Haha.
Ha!
Wow.
I
So
untimed him
mean.
out.
So
Look, he's
mean.
my own mod, and I don't have the power to do it in my own chat. I had to just give him a little here. All right, Mike, I love you. You know this.
Oh gosh.
Please don't be upset.
But yes, I've been here for over 10 years now.
I did untime him out, right? Okay, it did. Anyway, you've been here for how? I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
For over 10 years.
10 years. My goodness, how? Anyway, so you've been in the castle for 10 years. Jesus Christ, you've been there longer than I have. How are you still so
Chipper? Upbeat? Happy?
naive, green?
What do you mean?
Walk around as if you're in a land of sweets, and meanwhile you've been here for 10 years and you've yet to have any stature enough for me to realize that you've been here for 10 years.
So I'm a better spy than you are, if I may be so bold.
Right.
Well, my good Fang,
Fabian.
your name's Hart.
Oh, sorry. No, you go. You go.
Well, my good Fang, your name is Hart, correct?
You're talking to me?
Are you talking to me? Or
Like
him?
I address Fang, and then I kind of like look over to Hart. Your name is Hart, correct?
Yes. It's actually Heart Silvertongue Lovehorn. But all my friends call
So
me
Hart.
Heart.
So Hart, got it. Him being here for 10 years might mean that he has never seen actual combat or seen much of the outside world. Wouldn't you agree?
That's kind of where I was getting at, but I didn't want to be overt.
Sometimes being open is the best policy. You just got to rip the band-aid off, so to speak.
Yes, what you think is being open is more just being blunt. I'm being more surgical. Some would say tactful, rather than just blundering in, speaking out of turn.
Yeah, that's a real asshole move to do.
Wait a second.
Fabian, why you have yet to tell us why you were even in the castle to begin with? I heard something about wanting land. Are you looking for land title, or are you simply trying to become a hero? What's
He sips heavily
Ah, it
from
is
his
some
drink.
fine wine. You were talking to me. Sorry.
Yes, Fabian, that is who I'm talking to. Am I saying your name wrong? I feel like I'm saying your name wrong.
Yeah, everybody's saying my name wrong, but
It's
it's fine.
Fabian. It's Fabian,
Yeah.
right? There's no V in?
Yeah.
It's that Fabian. Sorry.
Davine.
Fabian. Fabian. Sorry. Fabian.
Yes.
Fabian. Yes, I am talking to you.
Well, after being in the ins of out of war, I definitely know when things are about to kick off, and yeah, I feel that's gonna be coming in soon. So, might as well be on the winning side.
So you're looking to join our ranks. Well, their ranks, so to speak.
If that's the way it seems. But there's a big issue here that's going on, but I'd rather not go into it at the moment. Let's just say war is coming.
How interesting. I sip from my jug of wine.
So, how long will it be before you get word about what we're supposed to do next?
It will probably be after the feast. They do love to keep up appearances, and the princess dipping out halfway through a meal always leads to rumors. such.
Speaking of which,
She immediately ducks out halfway through the meal.
more or less, she like excuses herself and exits it out the back of the feasting room, and
See
then
what I mean?
her barmaid leaves as well. It's just
You
her
know,
brothers
there
up
are
there
times-
eating viciously.
If you will excuse me, gentlemen, enjoy the wine. I proceed to get up and slip out of the room unnoticed, or attempt to be unnoticed.
Okay. Around this time, one of the announcer people comes up to about here. To get everyone's attention. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out again for this gracious meeting. I just wanted to say that tonight's festivities are provided by none other than our lovely and gracious king. We are offering to you a chance of renewal for our take against those dastardly, devilish prime individuals. There's like little roars of agreements cheering throughout amongst the people present as they don't like the mentioning of prime. Yes, I know. The primes, they're just the worst. But tonight, we go on a raid. It's going to be magnificent. And all you ladies and lords out there have nothing better to do than see it from the airships that will be provided to us shortly. Now, after you finish your meal, be sure to make your way towards the airship dock, and we will be setting sail on the next unsuspecting town we're going to show our mark to. And with that, he like saunters out and heads out. Everyone else sees it as like a regular kind of thing, and they just go back to eating as normal.
I lean over to Hart. I lean over to Hart. Says, "I don't like the sound of this. Like, sure, I'm for a little fun, rousing, but something about this doesn't seem right. What do you think we should do about it?"
You lean over to Hart.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that did sound very peculiar. I am not quite sure what to do with my hands, considering I do not want to rush this meal, considering that after we are finished, we will most likely be killing a bunch of innocent prime individuals who are getting ready to go to bed. I am lost for words.
I think we should probably go see what's going on with Gyarados.
Where did he go? Duh. He's such a slippery little eel. I can't keep up with him. I swear.
I tried to follow him out, but I guess he slipped in when the guy started making his announcements. I think we should try to do the same.
I'm just sipping my drink and eating my food.
Hey,
Sipping my drink.
artist, my boy.
Yes, Hart.
We are going to try and find Fang. It's very odd for me to call him Fang after only knowing him as Gyarados this entire time that I have been here. Well, that he has been here. And you have known him for 2 seconds, and you get to learn his nickname. I am so appalled. But we shall go find him. I am not in any way salty.
Okay, time out. Is anybody else getting bug vibes from like Up? Hello, I get back.
Up? I've never seen Up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What?
Yeah, no.
I give a light sigh and I get up and stand up. Very well, Heart. I guess we should go find Fang.
Okay, so y'all just make your ways out of the banquet hall, and I'm gonna do this again because that's what that is, and then I'm gonna just play some music while I switch things over.
I'm gonna take this brief intermission to grab another slice of pizza.
Massacre.
As we leave the room.
This is gonna be so weird to do. Okay, cancel. This is what I want to do. So, Heart, I'm just gonna blow this up. Makes his way to right before the.
That's
Sorry,
Fang.
not Heart. Fang makes his way right before the bed chambers or the chambers of where it leads up to all the lovely individuals. And you notice the princess is standing about here.
I'm sorry. Where are we right now? I apologize. I literally just stepped back in.
Well, up in that direction is where the different chambers for where they sleep is, and the princess is just kind of like standing off to herself, not going to her.
Okay. Is the green a like wall, or is that just like ornate decoration from the floor?
It's like pulsing energy wall kind of thing, just like a trim that happens around the castle.
Okay, so where did I come in from?
From like down that way. Down that way,
I came
down
in
the
from
hall.
that way. Okay.
Is
So did I not follow her?
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
but
see
you
her.
also don't want her to see you, so you have like this wall covering.
Oh,
blocking it.
okay. Got it. Is there anybody else with her, or can I tell that from where I am?
You notice that her chambermaid is also standing with her.
Okay.
So are you attempting to like listen in on them or figure out what they're doing?
I take a brief moment to pause and listen before I make myself known.
Okay. 1 sec. Okay. I was like, I gotta see if I can lower that music just slightly. Okay. So from what you can hear, the princess is kind of at odds. She doesn't know quite what she wants to do. She hasn't been receiving the news of the fact that she's the next catalyst too well. My lady, it behooves me to say that you shouldn't do anything that you don't want to. At least, not right away. If that makes sense. She kind of looks at the chambermaid, nods a little bit. I understand, but Father's been acting very strange lately, and I'm not exactly sure what he's going to do. He's scaring me slightly. The amount of rash things that he's willing to do in the name of my protection, I'd imagine. The chambermaid just kind of listens, and she's not exactly sure how to comment without stepping too far out of bounds on where she's at.
Okay, so just so I'm understanding everything correctly, the princess is kind of not really cool with the fact that the king is like just doing a bunch of crazy shit
Yeah.
in order for her to stay protected, and like the chambermaid is kind of being like, oh well, you don't have to if you don't want to, kind
Yeah.
of thing. She's trying to be supportive, but not really being supportive.
Yeah. That empty
She's being that
faux
friend.
pas supportive.
Yeah, that friend.
Like, oh, you should just do what you feel like you need to do.
Do what's in your heart. Thank you for no. I said, do you want to have? I said, should we have burgers or tacos? And you said, do what's in my heart. God damn it. All right. Anyway, sorry. All right. So, does it sound like anything more is going to happen there? Or is it just kind of like them kind of going round and around that circle?
Just kind of going around and around that circle.
I let myself be known.
Okay.
Your Highness. And then I'd kind of take like a short bow.
Oh gosh.
I believe it is time that we. Oh God. I become huge.
This is so hard.
Yeah, it's almost like they
Expand.
have apps for this to do it on that you didn't want to do
Yeah.
because you like reinventing wheels.
Anyways, I put you on like a completely different layer to them, or the same layer to them, which makes it harder to do anything with you. Oh gosh. Well. This is
It's
so
time to expand.
hard.
Can you not just drag?
No?
Click
Or
on that
smart
green.
click?
Click on that green, and that should be able to do it to move the location of it.
This? But that
The
just
green stick.
rotates.
No, that's
Oh
rotation.
no!
And then what's the yellow?
Oh no!
That's like to rotate the actual.
Oh no!
Oh, for Pete's sake!
What's reset?
Why?
Oh, that's just.
Fit to screen.
There's.
Uniform? Tap over to
I'm in
uniform.
control now.
Nah, it's just gonna do the same shit. Never mind.
No.
Wait,
Nope.
no. Top right. There's a little like pointer finger.
But that's just like blur, like smudging.
Oh,
Smudging.
for fuck's sake.
You had the mouse. Oh, you already had that.
The mouse? There is no mouse! You're just
He meant
about
the
to
arrow.
stretch.
Whoa! Whoa!
My
Lady.
lady. Sorry. Oh, sorry. It started off as milady, but then turned into.
Oh,
Then he is shot.
okay,
and
I can't
stabbed
laugh
and murdered.
and. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
Copy paste. Oh!
You were too small.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Anyways, she sees you.
We're within range. We're in range. Your Highness.
Erthos.
I believe it's time for us to depart the castle.
But I was just telling her that I can't leave.
My dear, why is that?
My father, he's doing things that are uncharacteristic to him. He's hurting people.
Your Highness, I cannot speak for the king, for a few others have tried and has failed pretty magnificently at them. But what I will say is that he does care for you enough to employ me to make sure to get you somewhere safe.
Safe? But we're in the
Yes.
castle.
Your Highness. How old is she, by the way? Good question.
So, from appearance sake, she's a high elf. And it's
Okay.
just understood that she's adopted into the family. But other than that,
So everybody else is human, she's high elf?
yeah. Like, all her
Okay.
brothers are human. She's high elf. But she's, like, on the younger side, so A little under 100 years old.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a gauge on this. Your Highness, you should know more than anyone that as many gods as we have, and as many people that come and go through here, that the walls do have ears and eyes, and not all of them are ours, which is why we must leave. Get you somewhere away from where someone who might wish to harm either yourself or your king can find you.
But to what extent? Like, I can't go into hiding knowing that in my name things are being done. And because it's me and not my chambermaid, for instance, being sacrificed to the gods, I don't want my life to be something of, well, regret.
My princess, I hate to be the one to inform you of this, but these decisions are made far above myself and even above you. I was tasked with making sure that you remain safe and to get you out of the castle. And I can do that. But I cannot answer these questions for you, for that is not my role in this task. I can assure you that whatever comes of the gods and their whims, that none of it will be on your head, my dear.
But before she can, like, say anything else, it's around this time that,
Fucking goof troop shows up.
Thaven, Hart, and Artis show up. Who's the other ones with Paladin Hart?
My lady, the drow is a man who is going to aid us in our adventure. And are you just a high elf? Sorry, I just
Yeah.
elf. You're a high elf?
Yeah.
Or just a regular? Okay,
The goofy triplets.
the goofy triplets. That's pretty close. And the high elf is the one who will be tagging along to make sure that this, and I pull out the emerald necklace,
Okay.
works as need be.
What kind of amulet is that?
It is a charm of hiding. It's a disguise, if you will. You think of anyone you wish to be before donning it, put it on, and you become it. Bear in mind, you should not try to change appearances while already wearing it. Something about bad things happening was about all I got out of the previous owner. Previous owner who is still alive. I feel like I have to make that very clear. So
My
it's not stolen.
father sent you to get this for me.
Yes, Your Highness.
So it is true. He does want me out of the castle.
That's kind of what I fucking been saying. Yes. Sorry, I didn't actually want to say that, but I wanted to say that, but I'm like, no. That's not in character. He's much, too smooth for that kind of shit.
I'm over here just trying to eavesdrop into the conversation.
Oh, we know you're there.
I don't know.
She noticed you guys, I guess, would be a way. So it's like,
All right, so I'm just doing some bad eavesdropping. I'm not a rogue
So
anymore.
you're just like
I tried listening
listening
on the
in. You're like,
conversation.
you're just like you're pressed against the wall, like
Yeah.
trying to do the Drax thing, like don't move.
Very.
Well, her perception's pretty.
Perception.
Around this time, an arrow shoots from higher up and lands. Oh Lord, I blurred him. See, that's what the
I
blur
smudged.
does. That's what the blur
Got it.
does.
I have been killed. Eurodose dies today.
And it
Karma's a
sticks in
bitch.
the wall here, and it has a little note attached to it.
I quickly glance at where the arrow came from.
So
Do I see anything?
if you look back, there's like a higher area to where y'all are currently, and you don't see anybody there, but from like trajectory point of view, that's probably the most likely, most best place to check.
Did we all see where this came from? So
Yeah,
I
more
had
or
to
less.
step away.
Yeah.
No, you're
I
good.
mean, like, you'll see the arrow,
Everybody saw it. Just
which draws the attention that it was there, but you didn't see who shot it.
Okay. Can I shoot a fireball at that location?
Jesus.
What?
Well, if I shoot it, he's not gonna be there
You
anymore.
didn't even
If there
read
is someone
the
there.
note.
I was about
It
to
has
die, but he did
a
this.
note attached.
Trust me, I wanted to read it, but he already did this, so I'm
I
letting it
mean,
happen.
if you want to
I'm
shoot
not
a
correcting it.
fireball, go ahead.
Firebolt.
Sorry,
Bolt.
no.
He said
fireball.
bolt. I know those words. He said bolt. Fireball and bolt are two very different spells, turns out.
Bolt.
Okay. So you're just gonna
Bolt of
blindly
fire versus
shoot?
a giant sun.
No, like I'm gonna aim where the arrow came from.
Yeah, but you don't know where you're. Like, are you just aiming in that general direction as like a warning fire shot?
Yeah.
Is firebolt like a spell or a cantrip?
Cantrip.
Okay. Yeah, you could shoot a firebolt in that area. At air.
At the ledge.
21.
You shoot in that direction. But you don't get any response or anything. There's no ruffling or sound of someone trying to scurry away.
Okay.
What the? Andres, what the fuck? What?
Well, he shot an arrow.
Why? There was no one there. We didn't even read the note.
That arrow has a note attached to it.
Now they know that we're here.
Please handle. While I read the note.
Is it not an arrow? Could it not have hit
Do I-
someone?
I'm about
Just
to,
wrap you up
I'm
now.
about to show you what this arrow can hit. All right, so I pull the arrow out of the wall. Is there anything special about the arrow other than the note attached to it?
No, it's just regular old arrow. The
Okay,
note,
cool.
it's just paper parchment wrapped around it.
Okay, I read the note to myself.
The
Make sure to say that very tactfully.
one sec.
Are you gonna message me privately? Ooh. Secrets.
I say in the meantime, I just try to be with the groups. I greet myself to the princess, my lady.
I look at Davian and then at Fang. Davian, do you think we should read the notes as well?
Shut up, you.
Because I'm not sure.
I literally just I'm literally opening it and reading it to myself before reading it aloud. It's not even this is not I'm holding on to it for a couple minutes. It's I literally unfurled it and am reading line 1.
So
Okay.
the note is written in Thieves' Cant.
Perfect.
And I'll just message you what it says.
Okay.
And then you can take it for what it is.
And
Make
then I
shots.
overhear, oh boy, Adres wanting to read it. Once I decipher what it says, I then hand it to him. Knock yourself out. Then I hand it to him.
Roll it up, hand it back to you. Very well, I guess I'll just trust you on what you say. Is in the
You can't
letter.
read, can you?
It's like, you
I
can't read
can
that, can you?
Very astute, Fabian. Very astute.
That's what the note says. In like 2
Got it.
sections.
Got it. What the hell do I address you guys as? You know what?
So, what's the news?
We are not safe. Go to the airship docks. The 3 of you. Do a look around. See if there's anything out of place. Hart, you should be able to tell if there's anything too suspicious. You other two, do your best not to stick out. Adris, that means not shooting fire from your hands, please. I
It's
will be with you
Ardis,
momentarily.
and
Ardis.
yes, I will make sure not to impede your investigation.
It's not an investigation. It's not an investigation, you twit. It's an escape. And something
I
about
take my
trying to
crossbow and
leave
smack him against
unnoticed.
the head with it.
Thank you. He's handling my light work there.
Ow!
Oh, wait!
That hurt.
All right. Go
Ow, you
quickly,
goof. That hurt me.
quickly, and as
No
quietly.
questions. Let's
and-
move.
You need to have the chat up, little Will.
Will, I feel like you are getting I know Mike is on my side at the jump of this, but I feel like even more so you need to get in the chat. All right. Okay, so I take what is said. Your Highness, we need to leave now. I am no longer. I regret to tell you that this is no longer me trying to persuade. This is for your life. They are coming tonight.
I understand.
Here's what I need. I need you to put this on. And is there anybody in the castle who has been recently let go? Or I guess is there just what are the castle's handmaidens or help typically? What are they? Humans? Are they a mix of races? What do we got as far as what the help is kind of
For the most part, since the humans have arrived to Diademia, there aren't really many human maidservants, if that could be any kind of recollection. There was the high elf assortment, and they're kind of working their way to the ranking classes, which is why you have the princess in her particular case. But for the most part, it's usually other races that aren't human.
Okay. What would be so I've been in the castle for a couple years. Who typically would I run across? Who would I normally who would the king send to me to if he needed me to go do some rogue shit? Who would he normally send?
You just mean races wise?
Between race or because I assume the charm also charms clothing as well, correct?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Okay, cool. So does he normally send just a blank knight? Does he normally send or is it just like a normal, like just basic servant?
It could vary. There could be ones that are like distinct, like heart, or there could be just like your basic commoner type
She
body
could be a
person.
courier.
I need. Wait, I'm sorry, Thavian. What did you say?
She could be a courier. Well, the handmaiden that's right next to her as a reference.
Well, that's kind of why I was leaning towards. I was trying to figure out what the races were. My dear, I need you to envision this for me. Imagine that you are a commoner. Imagine that you are a small shit.
Jesus shit.
Small shit. Yeah, imagine you're a small shit. Because you said there are a bunch of different races. So, like, are halflings all that common? Halflings, dwarves, like the whole nine, like the whole like starting.
There's
like
halflings,
essentially like
dwarves,
okay.
hobgoblins, goblins.
Okay, so it's a myriad.
Yeah, there's not really like half orcs or wood elves or more of the tribal based types.
Okay, so my typical handler, who would that have been?
You might have had a hobgoblin.
Okay, I need you to envision yourself as a male hobgoblin who looks very similar to insert the name of a hobgoblin that was once a part of the castle. But not exactly like him. Maybe change up the nose, the facial hair, the hair color. Can you do that?
I think so, yeah. The princess is...
Your Highness, I need you not to think so. I need you to be certain.
I can do it.
That's what I like to hear. I hand it to her.
Gobble bubble. Gobble boobla.
Boobla boobla.
She takes it. She puts it on. It takes her a second. Thanks for the follow, Reapers Past. Welcome to the stream.
Reapers Past.
Reapers. She puts it on, takes her a minute, but she kind of relies on the fact that she's an accomplished artist to help her with the features before she like starts the whole thing. But she gets an image of a male hobgoblin, and her form starts to change almost as rapidly as when Meryl took it off at the tinker shop. Her form changes, and before you is now, by all intents and purposes, just a hobgoblin male servant.
Perfect. Your Highness, I will refer to you as a different name, for otherwise the guise means nothing. Do you have a name in particular you would like me to address you by, or would you simply like me to choose?
Yes. Taking a note from Final Fantasy, call me Dagger.
Wait, one more time?
I said taking a note.
No, note from Final Fantasy.
Oh,
what
Dagger.
was the name?
Dagger, like the blade, like the kind that you have on your hip.
Dagger.
Yeah.
What you stabbed me with.
My face, which has been this whole time a very like kind of concerning, trying to convey like emotion of like we need to go, slips for a brief moment with annoyance like kind of sparks across it. Dagger, right? My dear, I look at the handmaiden. I need you to go to her room. And I need you to prep it as if she were asleep. And then I would recommend hiding.
She nods.
You
and
must stay in the room. Is that clear?
Yes, my lord.
I take 10 gold and place it in her hand. You did not see me, nor dagger. I hold the gold in her hand, like I'm holding her hand until she agrees.
Understood, sir.
Lovely. With haste, my dear. All right, and then we begin to move. Like, stay behind me. Dagger, I'm going to tell you to. I'm going to need you to stay a stride or two behind me.
Yes, I can do that.
Great. And you will try your best to speak a bit more common, if you will. A bit less eloquent. And remember that you are now a male, so a bit of gruff would not hurt.
Like this?
You know what? Close enough. And then we go. We ain't got time for this. We gotta go. I am not giving you coaching lessons right now. We got to go.
At this time, we're gonna take like a 5-minute break so y'all can get more juice, food, or whatever, and I can go get my tea because I haven't had it this entire time. This is the first time we've been streaming, Mike, and other than that, we've been playing D&D for like over a year.
Off and on, yeah.
Off and on, yeah. Either with our last campaign or with one-shots every once in a while. Yeah, this is going to be our regular Saturday occurrence. And next Saturday is going to be the other side of this story from...
Yeah, you're going to have a completely different squad.
Completely different crew. So it's going to be great.
So you're going to have, what was it, four different people?
At least 4. I got to see about the first session because I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be like TDY. So... it might be 3 like it is today as well. But
okay,
the groups are going to be a little bit more... it's going to be roughly 4 to 5 per group if we're all here. So that's...
fair enough.
That's...
cool. Yeah, it'll be... so, yeah, you go get your tea. I'll explain.
Okay, yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so for everybody in the chat, this will be a kind of bouncing off between this crew, which is, he said the Machina, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
So we have the Machina, which is our team, which consists of myself, Irados, lizard folk rogue, Ardis, sorry. I keep wanting to say it the other way around. I don't know why. Ardis, who is a wizard, high elf wizard. And then we have Thaveen. Yeah, I'm gonna butcher that. I hate how I'm gonna butcher that every time. Thaveen, who is a drow sorcerer and fighter. Yeah. And then, of course, Stax, who is kind of playing a character for now. That character might hang around. It might not. We don't know yet. Kind of depends. Who is playing a paladin or a dragonborn paladin who's like a unicorn. kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, that stacks. So yeah, you'll have this
It is
class, and
what
then
it
next week
is.
you'll have another group of people who are going to be a variety of different classes and characters. Oh yeah, awesome, kind of ridiculous. Abso-friggin-lutely. If you guys are not already hitting that follow button, please think about doing it. He is on his way to 50. We're trying to push him to affiliate. He is currently sitting at right now, if my thing is correct, let me actually refresh that bad boy. He's sitting at 36 followers right now, as of right now, according to his profile. His counter's 1 off. So, holy crap! Whoa, did I just what? Oh, D&D Beyond is actually on his thing, and you can see our stuff up there. I did not know that. Like, if you go on the stream, there's a D&D Beyond interactive overlay, and like you see us on the side. I did not know that. I now know how many hit points old boy has, and it is not a lot.
Like I keep trying to decide between what feats I want to have, but I might do tough just in case.
Don't do tough. Don't do tough. If I can table talk for a brief moment, do not do tough. Don't try not. You're thinking like a tank. Stop thinking like a tank. You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Like, take things that are going to boost your magic stuff. So you might be able, because there are spells like mage armor and shit like that, to where that you can like tap yourself and you get a +5 to your armor class.
Yeah, I already. So
Like-
I was going through like all the Reddits and stuff, and like I have.
Yeah, like D&D Beyond, or not D&D Beyond, sorry. Critical Role has a good like handbooker helper, which is what they call it, which is like they kind of help you set up like basic classes. Handbooker helper, yeah, and it's it's great. I honestly like, it's pretty clever. So they have some stuff that will help you like kind of get basics. So like for a wizard, they'll give you like, hey, if you're trying to build a wizard, here's some things you might want to think.
Thanks for the
think about putting your
follow,
stats in
Imperial
this and
Spaghetti.
this. Imperial Spaghetti. But yeah, you're gonna get all these other characters. They'll give you some heads up on like what feats to possibly take, some spells to have in mind, things like that.
How to
Because
not
that's the thing,
shoot
like-
fire bolts at air.
Yeah, like if you're not like, once again, my man,
It's a
you're
cantrip.
new to the castle. Sure, it's a cantrip, but you still just launched a mote of fire in a place that you're not actually like have ever really been in an area in the castle that you're really not even supposed to be allowed in. Be aware, like we're in the back area. The only reason you're even allowed back there is because Hart is with you.
Yeah.
And like his pull, which I don't know how much he's really got, isn't really going to help out when, oh, the princess was nearby and somebody's throwing fire.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Can I promo stacks on your Discord, Paul? Yeah, go for it, man. I don't care.
So did
I
y'all
mean, I threw in
all
the self promo already, but yeah,
take your breaks?
by all means, go hard. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm at the end of my pizza, and I got a half bottle of water, so I'm good for another probably like 2 hours.
Okay.
I can give you like another 2 hours, and then I gotta get some sleep because I still gotta work.
because you have work in the morning. This weekend shift. It's not how I
Weekend
envisioned it.
shift. Well, I mean, that's the thing. If we actually like, so we did start late today. We started like an hour late. So I mean,
Yeah.
even still, we do, because I mean, at this point, like 2 more hours, that's almost a 5-hour game. Like a 5-hour session is not a small session. I know for us, when we would do our like, all right, cool, it's 4 a.m. I guess we'll stop.
But that was different. We also were like 7 or 8 deep every time, so
Yeah, we were.
there was a lot more dynamics going on back and forth.
Oh yeah, we had a lot more table talk and a lot more inner conflict, a lot of which resulted in people getting just real upset.
So to interject, as Irithos is coaching the princess on her newfound gender role, the other three can kind of see that there's someone or someone's walking up towards their location. They're out of view of like being able to see them, but they can hear the footsteps and they can kind of see people like off in the distance. Heads up there, Fang. We have company.
Oh, I thought I already sent them away. Like they didn't like I sent them away before she changed.
Oh. So it's just y'all two by yourselves there?
Yeah, it was just us two. Like they were supposed to go and like clear the way.
Okay, so
To, like
I'll do
make
it
sure there
this
wasn't
way.
shit along the way.
I'll do it this way. As you're coaching her, you hear footsteps coming up.
With me, Dagger. And I begin to like just begin to walk like towards the airships.
All right. Let's see. I'll do it on her level. The familiar. Whoa, that's not big. The familiar person, the announcer person that came into the banquet hall earlier is there, and with him is two little dudes, two little guards.
Oh, this isn't gonna go well. This is either gonna go real well or not well at all.
So, in order to get to where the docks is from here, you would have to head kind of out that way, which is where Hart and the others exited because, well,
Hart knows where he's going.
yeah. But I'll let you like navigate how you want to, and if you want.
Okay. I would like to try to stealth up and just try to sneak past him if possible. Like both of us, like me and
Oh,
now
so you
Dagger.
want Dagger to roll for stealth as well?
Yes.
So you inform the princess that you're gonna try and like sneak past and like not draw attention, and she takes that for what it is.
I got a 19.
15.
Okay. Which once again for the chat we are doing honor rules on the rolls, not to lie. So yeah. Integrity rolls. Sorry.
So as you're heading by,
We try to make it. I try to make it look not like some like cartoony like like we try to do it like nonchalantly, like making it like trying to stay out of sight, but also just looking like we're in a hurry and like we're trying to just get out of there and like we're trying to move, like we got stuff to do.
As you're about to clear, the announcer guy notices you too. Iritos, is that you?
I stop. Where am I at right now?
You're about. I'm not gonna move you. I'll just point out where you are.
Yeah, well, just draw a green. Just put a green dot. Like, just put a green dot where I am.
You're both about right there. Well, I'll say a couple of paces back for the princess, but yeah, about there.
Okay. I know this guy's name, obviously, right?
Yeah, we'll call him Davik with the K.
David, because why not? Yes, David, it is I. How are you, my dear?
Pretty good. I was just wondering why you weren't headed towards the airships. Wait, is that where you're going now?
Yes, that is precisely where we're headed, actually.
So you're going to be on one of the ships as well to go view the scene, as we're calling it?
Yes, I will more than likely be... Actually, let me rephrase. I apologize. Yes, I will be on one of the ships to witness the Prime's getting what they deserve.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm just going to go fetch a couple of more, and we'll be right along. It shouldn't be too long.
Fetch a couple of... I beg your pardon?
More guards.
Oh, gods. Ah, yes. Is he even remotely close to where he's supposed to be for, like, looking for guards?
If he goes to the right...
Did it look like he was going that way before spotting me?
Do you want to...
I would like to roll perception.
Yeah, there
Or,
you go.
better yet, insight check. Can I do an insight check?
Oh, you're trying to see if he's lying?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if this dude's full of shit.
Okay, yep. Thanks for the follow, kitty cat. Welcome to the stream.
11?
Ooh! From how he said it, like, as calmly and as nonchalantly as it is, like, yeah, you have, like, years of interrogating people and understanding, like, the ins and outs and stuff, but you got a lot on your plate tonight, so it sounds like he was being truthful.
But I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, like, you wouldn't bet any money on it.
Like, it's good enough for me not to, like, press, but at the same time, like, yeah, it's not enough for me to stake my life on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good hunting. Well, good. How many guards are we expecting on these airships?
Oh, at least 10
airships
for
would be-
each, I would imagine.
10 for each airship. Ah. I imagine we wouldn't need that many being in the airship at all.
Well, just between you and I, we're doing a bit of a drop-in show, if you will. It's going to be a spectacular event.
Really?
Yes.
What does that do? Go on. You've piqued my interest. What is this
Well,
drop-in event?
just from how the words from, people talking, just how they speak about it, it's going to be a pop in and show our presence. And if we happen to take a few prime out here and there, all the better.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. Now, Davik, I wish not to keep you. You obviously are very busy. I shall be on my way, and I look forward to seeing the drop-in, as you called it.
Oh, definitely. We'll be right along, I swear.
I duck around as we go. I duck around that corner, like out of their sight, and see which way they go.
So he goes with one of his guards, like, straight on towards, like, the area where most of the guards are known to be, and one of the guards just kind of, like, posts up on that hall and just, like, stands watch.
Okay, so none of them are heading towards the princess's bedchambers.
No, none of them went up, and...
Okay, I swore up and down that's where that was going to go, and I was like, cool, they're about to go try to murder. I was like, that handmaid is dead. Like, either that or she is going to sell us the fuck out. I was like, the worst 10 gold I'd ever spent. Yeah, I begin to move faster.
Okay.
Dagger, actually stand in front of me.
Yes. Okay. Yes. She,
I slow my stride so that way she can compensate for her now shorter legs.
Let's see.
I'm not gonna lie, so I saw that going so poorly. I was like, cool. I was like, I am not a barbarian. I am not a barbarian. I cannot do a 3v1 fight right now as a rogue. I do not have those mad ninja skills right now. I have 2 daggers and a rapier. That is not going to even the playing field, even if I connect.
So after making most of the rounds, the other three, just zoom in, make their way to the gathering docks where most of the people they're starting to see are. Let me just see if I can move a couple of these guys without it taking forever. But trying to see if they can gauge where everybody's going without drawing too much attention to themselves. Oh no!
Expand.
Enhance.
Oh my gosh, this is literally
You
the
just
worst.
did it though.
I know. Maybe bigger. Bigger. Bigger! Yes!
Stacks, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you didn't plan this. Or you you didn't do a test run of any
Did,
of this.
and the test run went smoothly. I was like, oh, you can just move people around here or there. Yeah, test run, actual implementation, two separate things.
60% of the time, it works.
Y'all are noticing that people are heading on to the airships, and they're more or less happy, enjoying it, seeing it as like a big spectacle, view, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is the first time you two have been in this part of the castle.
This is the first time he actually in a castle.
Same here.
Well,
Jesus.
this is the air docks.
Surrounded by peasants.
If we can't find the other two here shortly, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of lost for words here because these airships are about to leave, and from how it sounds, a lot of people are about to have a bad day. So I'm not exactly sure where my orders lie as far as what I'm supposed to do next.
Well, what were your original orders?
To protect the princess, of course, and to ensure that Fang was able to fulfill that mission.
Well, then, simple enough. We have to wait for them while we're here.
I don't think we should wait right now. I think we should probably try to get on one of those ships.
You want us to board one of the airships?
Let's look around the area, see what's going on, because I'm not trusting those airships. Seems a little bit too easy.
Okay.
Not to mention with the arrow.
The arrow?
Yeah. What side am I on? Left, right?
Left orientation wise. You're this guy because that's
Okay.
who you were before you changed your image.
Yeah. Sorry. God. Hanging over my head, why don't you? Yeah. I go to investigate the left side of the area, front to back.
Okay. The airships are like really high quality. They're made out of some type of steam engine technology that you've never come across before in your entire like existence. They're definitely like the gaudier or like more upper class airships from just like airships you've seen flying in the air in general. And they're all just like pulsing and ready to take off here shortly.
Okay.
And there's like a constant flow of traffic as far as people getting on. Like if one airship is filling up, the next one's filling up. Like there's a lot of people that I'm not going to draw that are getting on these airships at present. So the place overall is busy and bustling.
Sorry, I got a bit of a furry creature on me right now.
It's a
Let's
bunny.
say, yeah. Hopefully, this doesn't start chewing the cords. But uh, all right. If we try to split up, Hart and Idris, you guys check the left side. I'll try to check the right and see if you see anything suspicious in the area.
Okay. So you're gonna check over there. Heart will stop there. Then artist can go on the bottom. Are any of y'all like inspecting around the airships themselves?
Yeah, that was like the first part of what I said was I was gonna check around the airships,
Okay.
like the area around the airships.
I'll just make it easy. Like everyone roll for investigation checks, and then we'll just see if y'all find anything.
You just mean those three, right? Or like
Yeah, just
both of them.
Well, I have to roll for heart as well.
Yeah, that's well. I meant, yeah. Yes, Mike. It is. Artist changed his picture in the screen in the D&D
Why is
Beyond.
everyone
Like,
busting my balls?
Why?
No, it's not busting your
Because
balls. No, because in the D&D Beyond overlay, it's a different
overlays.
image.
It overlays whatever your character
Yeah.
profile sheet is. So when people are like using the overlay
so-
and it says artist is supposed to look like this person, but there's nobody that looks like that person on my screen right now, there's questions that
Fair
get
enough,
asked.
fair enough. But if you like, when I actually went into my description, D&D Beyond does not have the best profile pictures, so
Oh, but mine's green. I literally told you that my guy's literally brown. It didn't matter. I just
Yeah.
needed an image of a lizard folk.
Also, chat, be
The only people
sure
who has a
to,
fancy one is Stacks because he drew it himself.
Yeah. I'm going to be drawing all y'all's as well as soon as y'all like come up with freaking details for how
You
your
shut
character
your
looks.
mouth. It's in there.
Okay.
It is in the character sheet that it was
Yep.
sent to you.
I'm sure.
DM.
I know, but you know.
Do I need to screenshot and send it to you right now? 'Cause
No,
it's
I
in
already
there.
have it screenshotted. I just have to draw it. There's a difference.
Yeah, then stop throwing shade like I'm not doing my part. Sorry, you were saying, DM?
I was just going to tell the lovely chat that this will hopefully not be a thing in the future because I'll be drawing all the art for everybody. Before I got rudely stampeded by the fact that I hadn't drawn all the art for everybody.
I didn't say I wasn't mad. No. I did not stampede you because the art was not drawn yet. I was stampeding you because you were claiming that the reason the art was not drawn was because we did not give you descriptions of said characters when the descriptions of said characters were given.
Well,
Not a vibe.
for some.
I sent.
Okay, yeah, I can't vouch for the other two. I can only vouch for myself.
Artist.
I sent mine. I sent a.
He just sent a bunch of pictures from
a
Google
mock-up.
and was like, kind of like this. I'm like, great. So, okay, copyright infringements. Nice.
Prayer's not even trying. He's just like I'm petting my bunny.
So what investigation roll numbers are we looking at here?
12.
Okay.
Oh boy, I hope I can see what I'm looking at. I got a 5.
Oh. Well, we're just gonna go by
So nobody's Batman here.
What,
What is investigation? What is investigation now? I'm trying to remember that. What's the stat for them?
There's a bunny here.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Isn't that you, Will?
Yeah.
Like your thing?
Yes.
So, NPC coming through.
It's like beep beep. Let me just make sure. And plot reasons.
Hart got an 18. So Mike, whenever we do like a investigation check or something like that, yeah, it'll be a D20. The only time we use like all these other dice, like these other ones, is like for weapon damage and some other stuff. Usually it's gonna always be like a D20. That's like majority of our rolls, but some of the time it'll be smaller numbers, like hopefully weapon damage. So Hart got an 18. I'm just gonna say what he saw. Cause that 5, it's looking kind of
Bunny.
He got distracted. Y'all investigate and you recollect to like say what you found. I'm pretty sure these airships are laced with explosives. And I don't think they put them there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Nitroglycerin.
But the question remains, why would the king, I imagine, send everyone of nobility out on airships that are laced with explosives? Not that I expect y'all to have like the answer or anything. I'm just, completely dumbfounded.
Nope. Not really sure, but I think we should probably do something about those explosives, if we can.
Around this
Well, what are we
time,
gonna do? Defuse them?
Irithos and Dagger show up. Y'all recognize Irithos. Y'all don't know who the other person is yet.
New face, who dis?
This is Dagger. They are going to be accompanying us as well. It's
All
very
right.
important that they make it out of the castle alive and unharmed.
Understood.
All right.
Where's the princess?
The princess will be remaining in her bedchamber with her chambermaid for the rest of the evening. She did not feel well after the meal, which is why she left early in the first place.
Well, I guess that makes sense, because we can't go on these airships after what was found.
What do you mean? What was found?
They're laced with explosives. They're all laced with explosives.
Are we within earshot of other people?
No, y'all are like centered out away.
Okay, thank the gods. It's like not the fuel for the airships, like
No,
that- you wanna talk-
redirected to make the engine spontaneously combust.
Right. That might be a part of drop in, I believe is what old Davik was talking about. Okay. So needless to say, we are not going to be boarding any of those. We are instead. Is there any way out from the dock that I can see, not aboard one of the boom boom ships?
There, of course, is like the lesser docks, the common freight transferring airships that are in charge of freight shipments.
Okay, cool. There's nobody on the there's nothing. Those are not laced. They're just the ones that are carrying the nobility are correct.
From what you can tell, y'all haven't exactly like investigated them, but they're also not like running up and ready to go at the moment either. they're off in the shipment dock area.
Is there how big are these airships, by the way? Like how big a pain in the like how big are these things?
The ones that all the nobility pretty much are getting on can hold easily 100 people apiece.
The ones by the shop, the ones by the shipping docks, how big are those?
Those are
Like,
quite
how big-
smaller, but they're still big enough to hold like a decent amount of shipment. So, people wise,
guess-
roughly 20. If you
Okay,
loaded it with people.
How many people would it take to pilot one of those?
Just one who knows how to fly it.
Let me see. Oh wait, I didn't. Didn't exactly take airships as a proficient as a vehicle proficiency. Question. Would any of you happen to know how to fly one of these airships?
No.
They don't exactly teach that in night training, to be fair.
Thavine?
It's
Davine.
Thavine.
He's like,
Thavine,
if
Man,
one more
everyone's-
person mispronounces my name.
Thavine, I keep fucking it up. I'm so
It
sorry.
happens at work all the time, except people are just like, whatever, that's my name now, because I'm tired of trying to correct people.
Yeah.
Nothing changed.
Faye, please tell me you can.
No, we can give it a try.
Wait, Dagger, can you?
Yes, I think I can. Let me rephrase. I've flown one of those before, so I imagine a a different one would not be as hard.
Good, good. All right. So now we have that. How long would it take to get one of those ready to go?
Depends on if it has fuel.
Right, right. Okay. Well, let's see. All right, so based on where we're at, right? Obviously we're on the dock, so I can see out to the closest town that's not full of primes, because they're heading to prime territory, right?
Yeah.
So to head deeper into the, I want to say
Machina.
Machinima, but I was gonna say it's Machina. I keep wanting to say Machinima. Machina territory. Can I see like
Machina? Machina?
Machina? God damn it. All right, that's not even on me. That's on old boy. He's the one who's like whispered in my Machina.
Whisper.
Deus Ex.
Machina.
Yeah, mine is the Deus Ex version.
Yeah, how would can I get a rough idea of how far away they are? How far away it is from us?
Wait, where are you trying to go?
Like deeper into Machina territory, like away from the prime territory.
Oh, okay. So note it, y'all are in the capital city of Machina area. So y'all would be trying to go to some of the cultivated lands that the Empire has already like come across and kind of like put their thumb on, which airship wise they've already made contact and regular shipment with them, so it's roughly a couple of hours of flight from here to one of those areas.
All right. Well, really, well, right. How is this? Dagger? You and you know what? We all need to go. Make our way down to the shipping docks. we see if we can commandeer one of these smaller vessels that looks ready to leave, and we depart before everyone else leaves.
Well, the ships still have explosives on them. Are we just gonna leave
No time. Let's
all
go.
these people to die?
Let me put it to you like this, Artis. These are not my concerns. My concerns are maintaining that certain individuals remain alive. These people do not fall under that category. If you deem it necessary for your conscience, do be my guest. However, I, along with Dagger, will be leaving.
Right behind you.
And along with Faye. I'm just not going to pronounce the back
Come
half
on,
of
let's
your
go.
name.
Well,
But-
Oh, we
So
can't
like,
save the nobles. They didn't live long enough.
me and Dagger start moving.
I
Faye,
I
give
head
a-
with
I give a-
I head with them and I drag along. I know.
Yes, Heart. Yes, Heart. What
while
is
I
it
would
now?
enjoy nothing more than to accompany you on your journey, I feel that I should remain behind to assist the princess, as is my only leading directive that I can kind of grasp out of all of this.
Heart, were you or were you not tasked with aiding me?
Well, yes, to aid the princess, right?
You were told to aid me to aid the princess. So we are not done. Therefore, you will continue to aid me to aid the princess. So, in other words, Heart, less talking and more getting down to the other airships. Am I clear?
Yes.
Good. Now, if you would please make sure that Dagger makes it to the. I guess. Sorry, I'm time out. Just for like world building purposes. Does it look like a normal like ship, like a old school like pirate ship, if you will, but
Yeah,
like
with, like,
instead
the
of sails, it's a
balloon
big ass
thingies.
balloon?
Yeah.
Got it. Can you please make sure that Dagger gets to the helm in safely so he can begin preparations for takeoff?
Yes, I can do that.
Perfect. And we proceed to go, like in a very trying to not draw attention to ourselves, even though we are a ragtag bunch of miscreants slipping away from a large group of nobles.
What are you doing, artist?
He's getting dragged by me. Let's go.
Like I'm glancing back in like concern and worry because of my conscience, but I follow.
Oh wait. I probably could turn these back off. So y'all head towards the docks, and
Are we back into the void?
yeah, as imagined.
Oh no.
I mean, I could put on some like snow for you just so it has some background imagery.
But actually, I appreciate that. I really do. So
it's not completely barren.
Just so it's not. Honestly, yeah. It hurts the eyes. It hurts the eyes. Like it's just like blinding
just a
white light
graph.
on the side of my.
Just a graph board.
Really suspicious while moving behind them. You're not wrong, Mike. Anyway, yeah. So we get to one of the ships. One of the ships kind of at the further end of the dock.
Okay.
Like I do an investigation and try to suss out whether or not it is a
cargo
like-
ship?
Like, well, like how much cargo is on it, what type of cargo may be on it, or like how close it is that this thing is like ready to go.
Okay. What's your investigation roll?
Give me 1 second. Oh God, I should not be the one doing this. Wow. Nat 20
Oh!
with my -1 in an investigation leaves me with a 19, but a nat 20 nonetheless.
Okay, well, for those that don't know in the chat what a nat 20 is, the 20-sided die has two very prominent things about it. Whenever you roll a 1 or whenever you roll a 20. 20, whatever the best thing is, that's probably going to happen.
You get the best possible outcome.
And 1, whatever the worst possible thing is that you're trying to do, whether it's tying your shoelaces or, I don't know, whatever the case is.
Trying your best to stab something.
Yeah.
And then you end up poking yourself with a knife instead.
Pretty much. That's what a 1 will do. But nat 20 is it's good. It's good in the D&D rolls. So you come...
So I want to know, just to kind of boil it down, just so you don't have to give a whole bunch of explanation. I want to know, is the crew ready on the ship? How much cargo is on the ship? And like, does it look like it's about to set off?
It doesn't look like it's about to set off. It is a supply cargo ship for food. And what was the other thing? Is the crew ready? If there's no crew.
Is there a crew on it, like
no.
looking like they're about like doing their so it's empty, like there's nobody on it.
Yeah, it's just in its scheduled, ready to go.
Can I see? Is there any fuel? Is there any like whatever the fuel is contained in, whether it be barrels or like tanks or whatever?
Yeah, you're able to find the fuel tanks and read the gauges that show that there should be fuel in these quantities.
Okay.
So as long as the gauges are working as they are, then it has fuel.
Dagger. I keep slipping into other voices, and I apologize. Dagger. How long would it take for you to get this thing ready to take off?
5 minutes, give or take.
You have 3. Start going now, please.
She saunters
off. I begin to like undo the tie downs to the dock. Like I've been around these, so I feel like if I've been in the castle, that means I have a general idea of what the hell these are. Not to mention, I imagine I've been around ships before.
Okay.
So I kind of have a general idea of like, okay, well, I know we can't be tied down to the docks.
Yeah.
I like some
premise.
common sense kind of shit. Yeah, like I'm not gonna be able to do a bunch of like intricate stuff. But as far as like, okay, well, we need to make sure that we're not tied down to the dock. We need to undo whatever the equivalent of an anchor is for these things.
I'd check to see what's in the cargo.
Mike is dead on. Mike is dead on.
Dead on descriptions. Yeah, you can check what's in the stuff. So there's food, fruit, vegetables, wheats, grains in majority of it. There's a couple of jugs of ale. There's not as many, but a couple of jugs of wine. Basically, they are using this cargo ship as a source of equal trade for some of the other locations, rather than using like currency that they can't eat or something of that nature.
Oh well. Well, looks like this stuff is her eyes now. I feel like we're gonna be needing this later.
Dagger yells out, "We're ready to take off." And around that time, you hear like a series of loud, obnoxious horns blaring as the other airships start to depart from the docks to head over to prime time.
All right, so they're which direction are they heading?
Let's just say, for convenience sake, east.
Like, okay, so they're heading east.
Yeah.
We head west.
Okay.
Like we stay relatively lower than they are, trying to stay out of eyesight of them. And then we just slip out like we are just a normal ship out doing a run westbound.
Okay.
I have wait, hang on before we get too crazy with it. Hart, I'm going to need you to hide in one of the containers. I don't want them to spot a knight aboard the ship, considering these vessels don't typically carry that kind of protection.
You want me to hide in a food crate?
Not in, well, actually, wait, no, he can just go below deck, right? There's like, I want you to go below deck with the food crates, not in the food crates.
Oh, below deck with, not in. Ah, he just kind of like heads off.
Yes, thank you. Oh my god. Right. Dagger, try to keep us low and quick. I'd like to put as much distance between us and the castle, and more presumably those other airships as possible.
Understood. There's not a lot of get up and go in these things, but I'll do my best.
Thank you. Now, say, artist. What the fuck?
What?
This is
I
like
wanted to be with my ship.
his first moment of like reprieve since
Having a moment to think. Like, so you mean to tell me that all of those ships were laced with explosives?
Yes.
Well, that's what Hart found. Unfortunately, that's how
Holy
Bernie.
shit.
Yeah,
Why is there a bunny on the ship?
it wasn't on the ship. It was just on the dock.
I found it on the dock. What do you want from me?
Bunny joins
Alright.
party.
Better get that bunny away from me. I will legitimately eat it. Anyway,
Oh, I planned it.
okay.
Oh no!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anyway. Right. Okay. So they were laced with explosives. We were supposed to be on those airships. Davik said something about drop-ins, which now makes it sound an awful lot. Oh, son of a bitch. They're going
What?
to use that to start a
What did you-
war. Think about it. A bunch of airships getting shot down over prime territory, carrying a bunch of nobles. That gives
Like I
all
said.
the king makes the king look like he is actually acting in self-defense and is not the aggressor.
Like I said,
Son of a
prepare for
bitch.
war.
Right. We're heading west of the capital. There's a few safe houses I should have. You can lay low. Let the princess get a moment to breathe. And we should be fine.
Princess.
Yes, the
Princess.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Did you guys both miss the emerald necklace that a servant is wearing?
Necklace?
It's the blind leading the blind.
Allow me to reiterate. Ardis, what was the trinket that you were tasked to make sure didn't get lost?
The shape change amulet that you
Which
Said you were
is
going to give the princess. Right.
which was what again? Oh, that's right. An emerald inside a gold thing on a chain, which is currently
That
around.
that
Daggers.
Daga is wearing.
God
Yes.
damn.
Yep. Got it.
Heck.
Got it.
I didn't tell Hart that for obvious reasons, because Hart then would have started to treating Dagger like the princess and not just another person. You two, I thought, understood that when I said that Dagger, we needed to make sure, got out of there unharmed. Kind of thought I was telegraphing that. It
I
seems like
figured
you
that they
got.
were important, but not that important.
Oh, gods. Okay, it's fine. I'm just going to lie down now. You two, for the love of God, keep your eyes out. And just, if you see anything, let me know.
Before you
I
nod
go
off,
back.
you hear
Yeah.
like loud banging on the floor below you, coming from underneath the lower deck.
Like where Hart is?
Yeah.
Oh, what fresh hell. I draw my daggers. Gentlemen, I proceed to walk down below.
I draw my dagger and follow.
I follow.
Okay.
Dave's like, I ain't drawing shit.
As you come
I am
down
orphan.
the steps and scurry your way down, hunching to fit. Oh, good. I got your attention. So, you told me not to go above, but I felt that this would be something you should see.
Oh dear God, what is it?
He opens up one of the crates, and there's a small child in it, sleeping.
Oh gods, why?
You said that I shouldn't get in the crate, but then I thought if I got in a crate, I could take a nap, and then, well, this is what I came across.
What's the race of the child?
Uh,
And is it an actual like child, or is
yeah,
it just
it's
like
a
a
child.
small?
It's a halfling. There we go.
A halfling child. Is that the only crate down here, or are there more crates?
There's more crates, but those aren't like.
They're full of
This
food.
is a
Yeah, they're
special
full.
one.
Yeah, this
It's
one's like different.
Okay, so this one, so all the other ones are like legit food. This is one that was just like off by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, looks like we got another venture on our hands.
The trafficking business.
Oh god.
I wonder if
don't
this screw is
have
smuggling people.
enough things to deal with. Okay. The child is sleeping, right?
Yes.
Okay. How old does the kid look?
For halflings,
Like, are we talking this is a, like, are we talking toddler? Are we talking like that, like 10-year-old range? Are we talking like, just give me like, is it toddler? Is it like kindergarten, elementary school, middle school? Like, where are we at?
between like early elementary school, if you go by.
Okay, so we're ballparking first to third grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gives me, all right, so that gives me like about a 6-7-year-old. Okay, got it. I figured that'd be easier, so it's a little bit easier to envision than like, because just because it's based on like other races, like level of when they can grow up and stuff. I just needed just a general how developed this person would be.
Mhm.
All right, we have a small child. Right. Okay. Well, this night just got better.
Really? I would
Right.
consider this to be worse. It's a whole human or halfling. Oh, you're being sarcastic.
Haha.
You're learning. You're learning, Heart. You're learning. Right. Heart, I'm going to ask that you put the lid back on the box.
But there's a child in it.
Cut some
Right.
holes.
You know what I? Well, there was already like the child could breathe
Yeah.
beforehand. Like I imagine that's why the box looks suspicious.
Yeah.
Yes, but you know what I'd rather not have is a child wake up in the middle of the night and do something very, very stupid. And so if the box is closed, the child cannot escape, and we can deal with the child in the morning. Right now, let it have a restful sleep as it can.
Do you want me to put any food in with them?
Just put the lid back on.
Oh, okay. He like slides the lid back on top.
Does anyone have any experience with children?
Can't say that I do.
Nope, none whatsoever.
Guess this will be a job for you.
I had a baby hamster
Awesome.
pigeon once.
I'm sorry, did you say hamster pigeon?
Yes. Small little thing, free will.
Maybe Dagger will be able to help us.
Cool. Who's
Okay.
this dagger person?
Dagger is one of my handlers at the king.
Oh.
He's a trusted ally, and once again, no harm shall come to him.
Understood.
Great. But Dagger has many talents, which is why he's such an excellent handler. So we will give it its shots later. I think Faye needs a long rest.
I see my dagger and go back above deck since no one's up there right now.
This is god damn it. Okay.
Are we
All
taking
right.
off or not?
Oh yeah, y'all are
No,
already
we're already
like.
gone, dude. We've been flying now for a bit. Like we're already out the door. Like they went east, we went west, and like we're gone.
Yeah, I thought the whole time we were just below deck.
No, like no.
Left yet.
No, like Dagger took off. Like we were flying, and that was when I was like, as soon as we were kind of going, I was like, hey, stay low, and that's when I told Hart to go below deck. And then we were up there talking for a bit. And then as we were talking, and then obviously that happened. So we've been flying for, 30, 45 minutes at this point or something like that. All right, cool. Are we good with stopping here, or do you wanna
Yeah,
keep
I
going?
mean, we can have the story pick back up on a long rest after the traveling from one location to the next.
Cool. Yeah, because I was gonna say this seems like a very good stopping point of like, oh, by the way, small child. Like, oh, for fuck's sake. Good lord. Okay. So what did we learn? I need to go put things back in my notes now, because my notes are now all sorts of fucked up.
Yeah.
Davik Bad guy. No trust him. King. Probably a douche.
King's acting kind of sus.
Actually, that's exactly what I meant. King acting sus with the bomb ships.
Dagger is princess.
Now... Yeah. Dagar.
As Final Fantasy sues me for using literally the same name.
Now you need someone to play the halfling barbarian. Got it.
That would
sake.
just be the cherry
That would be
atop the
adorable.
cake.
Rage.
That would be adorable and
I would
annoying.
like to rage.
I would like to rage. I had to rage.
Just go 6 feet, Brocky as hell.
That's the thing. Like, it's just like 3 feet of hate. Just like, I would like to rage, please. Like, oh fuck no!
No.
It's the Omen Child.
He's
I
like
refuse. No, you are not allowed to rage. I did rage denied.
100%.
Oh,
Aragorn wants to join the party. Aragorn wants to join the party. It appears. Fucking shit. A like 7-year, like an 8-year-old halfling is just in a box on this boat, like human trafficking. Like, oh, for fuck's sake!
If the rabbit hole couldn't go any deeper.
Well, that's why I was
Then
like,
it was-
I don't know
we
if you
didn't
guys
even do
heard me,
anything.
but I don't know if you guys heard me, but my character said, so are they smuggling people?
That was, I kind of heard that, but it was more of like one of those like I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, you permitted it. Okay. Ted, you were quicker
King
on that shit than I am. I'm like in the middle of
Dagger
checking why
is
I got blocked.
princess.
Yeah, because it just like pops up on mine.
Yeah.
Airships blow up over Prime.
I need a change, but someone's getting.
Do not talk shit.
Yeah. Like that's yeah. What we can take away from this is that our elf wizard should not be talking shit. Iratos is prone to.
was.
I'm prone to anger. I also just realized that I have the most health out of the party.
Oh god, well, I have 18.
I got 19. That's all I was saying. Like I got the most health out of the party. I'm not the strong. Like I don't have the highest armor class, but that's just due to the lizard folk having that ability.
Oh, okay.
Because I have what the fuck's it called? Unarmored, but I have a natural armor, so it's a +3. So I get a +3 to my shit. So with my dex being a +2, I walk around like me just walking around is 15. Which is why, and then not to mention my constitution's a 16, so I'm just a walking, talking tank.
Yep.
But it seems I'm real dumb. I got a little bit of charisma, I got a bit of wisdom, but I'm real dumb.
I mean, have you seen the party that you keep?
Well, yeah, that's just they can't. That's shit, man. We gotta get one of these days. I'm going to make a just Batman character. That's just all
investigation
about
and combat.
Just a goddamn detective. I'm gonna have his dexterity and intelligence, and that's just gonna be through the fucking roof on both sides. And I'm just gonna make essentially Batman, but like animated series Batman.
Yep.
Where he just kind of like bobs and weaves and throws an uppercut.
So not this coming week, but the week after that is going to be episode 2 for y'all. We should have Quill's character by then, who hopefully makes an artificer, and then I'll be able to introduce him in the next one. And
I'm saying if he is not a child halfling, I'm gonna be disappointed.
oh gosh. Apparently, there's an
Bro.
opening for a child halfling barbarian.
Possibly a barbarian. Until we offload you onto some poor unsuspecting, like, old grandmother who has just a heart of gold and is going to find out the wrong way that a halfling barbarian is not to be laughed at.
I don't know what my situation will be as far as like communication, data, Wi-Fi, or whatever, just because I will be like right in the middle of getting set up / moving.
Okay.
So are you staying in the dorms, or are they moving you to the housing?
They don't know yet.
What do you mean they don't know yet?
The section chiefs are finding out.
Okay, so you don't know. Okay, all right, fair enough. Because I was gonna say, like, don't they normally have to like clear your dorm room out?
Yeah. Plus, it's like that's like 2 days, or it's supposed to be around 2 days after I get there. So I said even then I don't know like what I'll have, if that makes sense.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. We'll adjust as need be. If anything, your character will simply, it would just kind of be a silent tag along that doesn't die, hopefully.
EDs.
Well, I
what
already have a
EDs?
backup character just in case.
Prentice dies on mission.
I bet the backup character's tanky. Bet you that much.
Yes.
The backup character's gonna have
Yes.
all of the health and armor class.
You know me so well.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like, all right, what can I do that will not? I need a class that cannot be choked. Ah, Loxodon. Choke this bitch. Can't choke an elephant, you lizard bastard.
Well, that was like when you and Kudemeyer got into that fight. What were you, an orc barbarian, and he was the dragonborn?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Are you talking about the
Like
fight where his lovely axe cracked?
Yes. And he went crazy.
I was so butthurt about that. So to set the record straight for the chat right now, the reason I got butthurt was due to the fact that the axe was like Stax had gave me for winning a fight with a blacksmith, a dragonborn blacksmith. So me and him like did a like wrestling match, like kind of like a legit Olympic wrestling match kind of thing, and like pit fighting essentially. I beat him. He gave me an axe. Stax made the axe like super enchanted by making it a +3, but also a D20. So it was D20 +3. And on top of that, I'm a barbarian. So when I rage, I get to attack twice. So I would roll a D20, I would roll the hit, and if I connected with both hits, I could do 46 damage if I maxed it out. If I did crits, it was just I put up stupid amounts of damage for like a level 10 character. Like I was doing like 90 something damage. Then so what? How does he break it? Not when I roll a 1. When I rolled like an 8, and he was like, "Oh, your axe connected with his axe, and it broke it. It's now cracked and cannot be mended. Or if it is mended, it goes back to like a green basic ass axe." And I'm like, "Cool." Actually, no. You just said it goes gray. You said it goes back to a gray axe.
Yeah, but he gave you a falcon.
No, he gave me an osprey, and that was not what I needed. I didn't need an osprey.
You didn't
An osprey,
need an
you know what
osprey?
No. That
Bill,
osprey was some bullshit as a way for him to like be able to for us to fast travel. He wanted that osprey to be a fast travel thing, so that way we didn't have to like, he wouldn't have to spend days traveling places. He was like, "Nah, you can use this, and it will like, you can use it as a portal jumper. Like essentially just fast travel." That's exactly what that was, and I don't care what you try to say, Stack. It is 100%.
It also protected the next freaking Archmagus, but you know, fast travel is the only reason.
Bro, let's not pretend like that storyline did not get convoluted as fuck in 3 seconds.
Yeah, because
Anyway, I
Red
digress.
was supposed to be, and then Red stopped. And then I was like, well, we gotta fill in Red with somebody else, so we're gonna use this other kid.
Honestly, we could have skipped right over that fucking storyline. We almost did by murdering the fuck out of that kid.
You could have skipped it and freaking saved Prince or freaking Lady St. Cloud like y'all were supposed to, and then you didn't.
We were trying, but then shit got sideways.
You didn't.
Anyway,
and you got out.
Look. That's an old
Osprey.
campaign. It's not the old. We're new campaign.
We're new campaign.
Do your wrap up.
Sweet. So
Or would
thank
you like me to do
you
the wrap up?
everybody for joining today's stream. This is going to be one of many more for episodes involving Tales of Diademia. Be flexible as far as like our crew. We're gonna be getting new people. Some of us might not be here because of work, but just be flexible.
Or late. I'm gonna say that now.
Oh
just
yeah,
to kinda
late
consider
as
myself
well.
in the
I'm gonna
future.
change the hours slightly as well, so it doesn't start at 10, which is like 5 your time, which is like when you get off. So I'll probably start at like 11.
To 6, I can kind of make it work a
Yeah.
little bit easier.
And then we'll have like that buffer time. But yeah, see you all throughout the week, and again definitely next Saturday where you'll get to meet the next team, and they're a whole bunch of other fun people, so look forward to that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, if I may be so bold, Stacks.
Mhm.
So we are of a wide range of D&D players. Some of us are a bit better at the improv, and a bit better kind of like, all right, well, this is where we think we need to go, so let's go this way, than others. And you will see that between our group, obviously the dynamics here, and then the other group will be a very similar thing of some people who have played a bit, some people who are a bit newer, and then so you are going to get a very wide range. We do not, a lot of this, if you haven't already could tell, is pretty homebrewed. So like some of the stuff may get a little fudged from time to time.
Facts.
So just bear that in mind. And then yeah, once again, Stacks Live. If you haven't already hit the follow button, hit the follow button.
just hit it.
Wait, hang on, wait. Am I facing the correct direction? This way. He's almost there. We gotta get a little bit further. And then we're trying to get him to affiliate. So that way he has to work on his own emotes, not just my emotes.
Wow.
But of course, we can't, not just me and not just Stacks, but Adris, where can they find you?
Oh, I don't have a channel. I don't use.
I meant
it
like
ever.
Twitter. I just meant like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. If you want to promote anything, or if you got nothing to promote.
Oh
you can just
no, I'm good, man. I don't use social media like that.
say, what about you?
Other than just on Twitch, I don't upload stuff, but I do have one. CCAD Ryan.
CCAD Ryan. All right. I was gonna say, like, if you guys want to promote anything, whether it be your own stuff or somebody else's shit, like, it's kind of time to do it. And of course, I am your friendly neighborhood Paul. I broadcast on Twitch at twitch.tv/FNHPaul. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at FNHPaul. Or FNH_Paul. I'm pretty sure. Not like stacked with like 6 in the front and then 6 behind and all that other crazy shit.
It's 4. I brought it down to 4.
God, just bring it down to like 1. There's no way. There's no way that Stacks Live with like 1 underscore on each side is taken, and there's no way in hell 2 on each side is taken to the point you have to bump it out to 4.
Yeah, it just doesn't look as pretty.
I digress. For fuck's sake.
You guys have a great
You and your
night.
fucking mistake.
All
You
right.
too, man. Thank you
And
guys
hey.
so much.
I'll get home safe.
Y'all get home safe. God damn it! I forgot about that.
Bringing it back.
Bye, guys.
Until
Bye.
next time, sports fans.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Chilly sky crispy. Push the curtain
Dax, are you raiding anybody? Or are you just ending? Oh. Oh, you should raid people. Do you know how to raid people? I know Batchild's doing a 300 follower thing. Oh shit, I thought we were muted. Damn it. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, make sure it's raid, not host. Yeah, it's a bit of a countdown.